to know. So I got a good story to tell you in a little bit, in just a second. We got a lot to do today. We got a big stream today, including best Xeets, new Coffeezilla video, new Dunkey video, slandering game reviewers. I thought everybody loved game journalists, and more. So a lot to do today. But how are you guys doing? M&S, Chaos Walker, Tub, Nope, Mr. Broccolini. Cactus, what's up, Zax? Thought you weren't streaming? I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm not streaming tomorrow because of the wedding. Although, when you think about it, maybe there was a wedding today and I skipped it for you guys. Oh, the cat. You see Chevy? Chevy was here for 2 hours and then I go live and he wants to leave. You guys scared him off. There's no other way to do it. You guys scared it off. Let's see if we can wait. Come on, they're not so bad. They're not so bad. I know. I know. No, you're not the cat whisperer. You've done no, you've not. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. I gotta let him out. Sorry, you guys gotta work. No. Hey, maybe if you try typing more. Maybe if you guys try typing more, that'll convince him. Hugo can't play. What's up? Was it something I said? Let's find out. Let's find out right now, Sonbeam. Let's see if it was something you said. Your history. Let's see. Any of this stuff would be scary for a cat, I think. No, actually, all of your history is ball jokes. All of your chat history is ball jokes. And talking about using ChatGPT to cheat in your classes, all right? That's not... Chevy doesn't approve of that. Chevy writes all of his own stuff. Hey, Atrioc, it is my honor to officially say this, but I have to. That's already a weird start, right? If it's your honor... Okay. You are officially ... cured of the medical disease glizzy hands. I know it must have been scary after you were diagnosed with this condition, but you made an incredible recovery and we are extremely proud of you. Feel strong, man. You're not a doctor. I mean, fine. I guess so, but your name is I Am Bob. I have no idea what your qualifications are. And also, you shouldn't be proud of someone for something they didn't do. It's either they have it or they don't. It's like if you get, the flu or something, and then you're cured of it later. It's not a pride thing. You didn't. Hello, I am Dr. House. I'm here to tell you that you. Okay, I'm not getting into this. We have a lot of things to say. We have a lot of other things, important, interesting, global, worldwide things to talk about. By the way, wait a second. Before I even get into any of this, let me make sure, since nobody else is home right now, that I crank up the AC, which I usually never do on account of it's uncomfortable for Ari. But now I'm cranking it up because it's fucking hot in here. No, not cocaine. Obviously not cocaine. Hey, Big A, first time on stream. Welcome. You're not really on the stream. Sorry, I don't want to nitpick, but it's like you are watching it. You're not on it. I don't consider, because I have the chat here, doesn't mean you're part of the show. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like a play where you're all actors in it. Gatekeeper. Welcome to the stream, Lil Bro. Hope your first day goes well. Okay, don't call him a little bro. He's you don't know how old he is? He's welcome. Hey, Big A, also my first time on stream. Thank you for introing me. Again, I don't do intros for every new chatter like you are coming out on stage for a performance. I don't do that. Thank you for coming to stream, but it's like it's like if you show up and sit in the audience to watch, I don't do a thing where you understand? We're not taking attendance. We never take attendance. You ask a question, are we taking attendance today? And the answer is no, because we've never done that. Hey, just arrived. Do you mind playing my theme song? How many of you in chat have a theme song that you would like me to play at the beginning of streams so we can... Okay. And all of you are cool with the fact that you'll have to sit through hundreds of, perhaps even thousands of theme songs before we even get to the... Play them all at once. Okay, you know what? We got a little bit of time. Everybody in chat, link your favorite song. I'm going to play them all at once. Sorry, VOD. Everyone apologize to the VOD frogs. Everyone, please apologize to the VOD frogs and then link your favorite song because they're not going to be able to see shit and we're going to I'm going to nuke me from the earth. DMCA will literally live on stream, break into my house and kill me. All right, link your favorite song. We're going to listen to them all at once. This is the intro. Ready? I'm going to just click them and go. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the esteemed chatters of today's show. With their favorite songs. Uh-huh. Okay. Here we go. Yep. All right, here we go.
Hey, you little piss baby. You think you're so fucking cool? Huh? You think you're so fucking tough? You talk a lot.
I want a vacation.
Oh, God! Thank you for that. Welcome to the stream. That was the intro. Hope you all feel welcomed now. Hope you all feel welcomed. You know what? I do think that worked because I don't think DMCA is going to hit me. I think I'm now DMCA safe. Hey, let me see if I can. Just so, yeah, there we go. Just a tad, you know, turn this light down. It's so bright. Ain't nothing. Yeah, I think that honestly, if a DMCA bot tried to detect that, it might explode. So maybe that was a war. That was the first step in our war against the machines. Thank you for the gifties. Robert Stacks Unsolved. Coda Bear, thank you for the 7 months. Bon Fots, thank you for the 20 months. Orpheus Rigged, thank you for the prime. Not Wizarro, thank you for the 9. Rage Forsaken, thank you for the fine. I want to tell you guys a story that I am a little bit ashamed of. But I might as well tell you before we get into all this stuff, so I'll just tell you at the beginning. Okay? This is a can of liquid death. All right? So, I woke up at like 3 in the morning this morning. And I was, for whatever reason... Again, I want you to know this is not like a frequent occurrence. Okay? It's not a frequent occurrence. But for whatever reason, I was craving... liquid death and candy. And again, I'm a grown adult and I got my own money. All right, fuck it. I can, that's what I want. I want I want the sparkling version. I want the sparkling version of liquid death. And it's not just water. Shut the fuck up. First of all, you're already on my case. And this is not even the embarrassing part. This is not even the embarrassing part. Okay? It's 3 a.m. Now, Ari is visiting family this weekend. So I don't have a car. So it's up at 3 a.m. and I know there's a 7-Eleven like really, really close to me. Like painfully close to me. All right? But I'm not going to walk there at 3 a.m. And also, I don't have a car. So I decide, fuck it. It's 3 a.m. I'm going to order it. So I don't want that order to be so small that it's wasteful because there's an ordering fee. So I want to get my money's worth. So I order 7 cans of liquid death and 2 things of candy. Okay? At 3 a.m. Now, that's economies of scale. That's good business. That's good business. Play the Sigma song. Oh, fuck. My Sigma button won't work for that. Bro, I'm spamming the Sigma button. It's not playing. Oh, God. Okay, so it's not, maybe it's not economies of scale. All right. Anyway, it's economies of scale. I'm building an empire here, a business. And I need 7 cans of liquid death, and I need 2. By the way, they didn't have the candy I wanted, so I got giant, chewy sweet tarts. Yeah, girl dinner, sure, if you want to call it that. Sweet tarts, giant, chewy, and 7 cans of liquid death. All right? That's what you get at 3 a.m. I was craving. I was just like, I woke up and I didn't feel that good, and I was like, that'll be perfect. That's what I want. Fuck it. Let's ball. So this order comes out to, let's check. Let's just check the order cost here. Let's see. $26.47. Okay? $26.47 is what I spent on 6 cans of water and 2 things of candy. All right? Now, I'm not proud of that, okay? I'm not proud of that, but it's what I needed in the moment, all right? It's like, it's the reason medical care in this country is rising so high is because when you need it, they can charge you whatever you want for it, all right? And I needed it. I needed it, and the powers that be at Uber Eats upcharged me for it, okay? I did tip. All right, so the thing is, when you order something at 3 a.m., it has to find a driver that's available. Then they have to get it and buy it and bring it to you. And it turns out that I guess I craved it for a very brief moment in time because I was tired again. So actually I ordered it and then I immediately fell asleep. So I ordered it. I literally woke up. I rolled over. I grabbed my phone. I'm like, I order it and then I fall asleep. So... So, okay, not a problem. I'll wake up and I'll have my treat. It'll be a great little morning treat, a nice crack of liquid death. You see, I have it, okay? So I wake up, bright shining day. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go for a run. I open the door. I'm like looking out on the blue skies. I'm excited. It's got to be around here somewhere. I look around. There's no fucking liquid death. There's no bag. Where the fuck are we talking about? Where's my shit? Where's my shit? I look all around. I look everywhere. I look where I fucking near the fucking parking area. I look everywhere. Where can they put it? And I'm like, wait a minute. There's no fucking. It is not here. And now I'm mad because now I spent $26 and I didn't even get anything. So now I'm mad. And I checked the fucking receipt on my phone and it's like a blurry, 3 a.m. like flash photo of a bag of liquid death that looks to be in front of a door. So I'm like, well, did he drop it off and leave it? Did someone come to my place and steal it? Like, what the fuck happened? Where the fuck did it go? And and I'm like looking all over. I look at my backyard. I look everywhere. I can't find it. Finally, I really zoom in on this fucking grainy photo and I see the door is green. I'm like, I don't have a green door. What the fuck? Where do you fucking put this? But then I remember my fucking neighbor has a green door. Okay, so my neighbor has a green door, and I'm like, wait, did this fuck deliver my shit to someone else at 3 a.m.? By the way, my neighbor is an old lady with a lot of cats. Sorry. Basically, everyone in my neighborhood's old, actually, to be honest. Not me, though. Shut the fuck up. There's a lot of people in my neighborhood, and I'm not old, but some of them, a lot of them are old. All right? This lady, it's not a retirement. No. You guys are getting way off track. You're getting way off track. Okay? So now I realize I have two options. One, I could just take the L and never think about it again. Fuck it. I made a stupid decision. I lost $26. Fine. Or, because I'm craving that sweet, sweet LD and candy, I could go over and knock on my neighbor's door and ask about it. As you can see, I made my choice. So I go over there and I knock. No, not at 3 a.m. No, I woke up. This is like normal morning time. And I assume, my assumption is the person left it out there. My neighbor woke up, saw it, and didn't know what the hell it was and brought it inside. It's just fine. I asked my neighbor about it. And she tells me that the Uber driver knocked on her door at 3 a.m. to check for ID because he thought liquid death was alcohol. So he woke her up. What the fuck, dude? That's not on me. That's not on me. That's that guy. He went to the wrong house and fucking carded an old lady. So I apologized profusely. She didn't drink any of the liquid death. Maybe she thought it was alcohol, to be honest. And then she has the 7-Eleven bag to the door and gives it to me. So it's fine. All right, I get it back. But also, when you think about it, that's so embarrassing. Because it's already an embarrassing order. If I'm ordering it by myself, if I look myself in the mirror, it's an embarrassing order. But now my neighbor thinks at 3 a.m. I'm ordering for delivery 7 cans of liquid death and candy. Oh, God, dude. Ugh. Ugh. You are? That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is she would never know that. And she thinks it's booze, probably, which is worse. So anyway, I apologize, but I do get my bag. Obviously, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Man, I'm so sorry. That guy went to the wrong place. I'm so sorry you got woken up by that. Do you have the bag, though? You still have you didn't throw them out, did you? You still have the liquid death with the candy? Because I got a little bit of a hankering, ma'am. So I got that, and I went back home, and I have been enjoying it quite profusely. And I still got another bag here. Another like 5 bottles. So I'll call it a win all in. But it was a little more embarrassing than I hoped. Oh, thank you for the hype chat from Gore Flop. What'd you want? You're great, Atrium. Keep it up. Thanks. Thanks, man. That wasn't the point of the story. I don't really want to keep up that, but I think you also didn't spell my name right. Flower Boy, thank you for the 5. You owe her cookies, bro. If there was one thing that I could make to give to a sweet old lady, it would not be cookies. That is her forte. That's like I'm going to give Mike Tyson boxing lessons. What do you find? She makes cookies. I'm not the cookie expert. I'm not going to give her glizzies. I'm going to give her a 30-minute presentation on China's economy. I'm going to show up and I'm going to give her a freebie. Okay, I'm going to sit her down with a PowerPoint and I'm going to explain to her Xi Jinping. Okay? Help her diversify her. Yeah, exactly. King Cruz, thank you for the Prime. Carter Turbo, thank you for the 16 months. Max to the Max, thank you for the 10. Hey, Big A, I know this isn't your usual beat, but tonight on WWE SmackDown, John Cena and The Rock were both at the show. This hasn't happened since I was 12, and it's pretty cool. That's sick. That's cool. That's it's cool they're back. I never watched wrestling growing up. I have actually watched a little bit. I used to play that GameCube game, WrestleMania or whatever. That was fun. But that's cool they're back. Maybe is there a good clip? We could watch it. Give her coffee, bro. All right, bro. I get it. I get it. All right, I get it. Hey, Atrioc, I would like your thoughts on. Anyway, that lady's lucky I didn't sue her for theft. To be honest, if a fucking if a bag of liquid death shows up at your door, you don't just take it in. You know what I'm saying? It's not yours. You know there's been a mistake. Someone's gonna come for that. You know. As a newish frequent viewer, love the content, mate. Fuck yeah, welcome. Thank you for the hype chat. Campbell's in pie. Thank you for the tier 1. All right. She's a reverse porch pirate. It is. It is kind of reverse porch piracy. What is the ethics on that? If someone delivers it to your door and you know it's a mistake, do you take it? I think you have to leave it out there for at least, I guess. I mean, she could leave it out there for 6 hours. Not it would. At 3 a.m., yes. Yeah, I guess the problem is she got carded for it. By the way, another fucked thing to do is if you are an Uber Eats driver and you knock on someone's door and an old lady answers, to still ask for the card. You still gotta, that's stupid. That's fucking dumb, dude. Figure it out. You should have left her one liquid death as a tip. Hey, keep the change. Keep the change, ma'am. I crack her one. We clink glasses. That's a fucking ad, dude. No, I get packages that aren't mine all the time, and for some reason I have to take them to the main office. Well, I'm not saying you should have to do work. If someone gives you a false package, you shouldn't have to do work. But also, there should be a statue before you just say, this is mine now. The guy probably wanted to see who the fuck ordered that at 3 in the morning. Also, I mean, the Uber driver is also curious because this is such a short trip. Just being real, this is a very short trip to the 7-Eleven. So this person's probably wondering, why am I ordering? And it actually makes more sense if it's an old lady. Maybe she's like, she doesn't want to get out of the house. She's got a huge sweet tart and liquid death addiction, and she can't get out of the house. So that actually actually saves me a lot of trouble. By the way, these are pretty good. I'm gonna eat one right now. Why didn't you just go? I didn't have a car and I want to walk. It's not really walkable. But here's my thing. So I was thinking about it and like, what stops an Uber Eats driver from getting your order, putting it in front of your door, taking a picture, and then picking it up and taking it? If they're hungry, if they're hungers, nothing. There's lots of videos of that happening. I guess Ring cameras. I mean, obviously, if it happens consistently, they'll fire him, right? Because like they'll put 2 and 2 together. But like every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Like 1 in every 100 orders, you just get a little hungry and you see a burger you want, and you just right? Like what really stops that? And I was thinking, this motherfucker clearly wanted my sweet tarts. 2 complaints per month. If someone orders a ton of fast food at 2 a.m., just steal a burger, they'll never notice anyway. I'm always looking through my peephole with a gun in my hand. Try taking my Taco Bell order. Yeah, I guess that's America. I guess in America you have a decent shot of somebody freaking out seeing you try to steal it. I do know that all the delivery have started to put like extra zip seals on everything, like tamper-proof shit, because people were sneaking fries. I guess the sneaking fry problem was getting out of control, so everything has like 9 layers of fucking tape around it. I think if my Uber Eats driver wants a fry, that's cool. If I order, especially if I order Five Guys, bro, take half the bag. Better for me. Okay. All right. That's that. Tip? Yeah. No, for real. That should be an option. If you order food delivery, there should be an option of like, 10%, 20%, 25%, or they get like a little bit of your food. Like a fry tax. It's like a little treat. And you hit that button and then they shouldn't take too much. But like if you got fries, they can snack on them on the way. That would be hype. All right. Thank you for the $7 Canadian. Atrioc, about a month ago, I called you an idiot in chat and it weighed on me. I am deeply sorry. Bro, an idiot? I mean, that's very kind. Thank you so much for your improved ways, I just got to tell you, that's so low on the tier list of things. Let's check your history. Let me make sure you're truly redeemed. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. 10 days ago, you said the same thing. 10 days ago, you said, hey, Big A, about a month ago, I called you an idiot in chat and it's weighed on me. I deeply apologize. Let me see when you actually called me an idiot. What did you call me? Let me find out. Bro! 10 days before that, on 8:30, you said, hey, Atrioc, about a month ago, I called you an idiot in chat and it's weighed on me. I'm truly sorry and hope we can move past this. Excuse me? You've been farming it. If I see it again, I'm scrolling. Again! 828, same thing. I'm going again. If I see it one more fucking time, you've gone from being nice to banned. I'm looking. You have a lot of stuff about house and other things like that, but only during the show, which is fine. 817, you said it twice in the same day. Okay, I'm still going. 810, you said, hey, Atrioc, about a week ago, I called you an idiot and it's way. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. God, he keeps typing and it keeps moving my scroll down. So I can't see when he said it. All right, let's see. Come on. Let's see. Let's find it. Let's get to the bottom of this. Stop typing! I'm going to fucking... Stop! Steak777, don't say another word. I need to get to the bottom of this. Don't say another word. I'm going to ban him. I can't even find it anymore. Actually, dude, I'm not even sure you ever said it. This is going to be the crazy... Oh, here it is. Okay. On 8-3, when Ari was on the stream, Ari came over and we were all spamming Joler. You said, Atrioc, you idiot, show her the Ari Joler. And then immediately, one message after, not even 1 minute later, you said, sorry, I called you an idiot. Bro, you have been apologizing for that for 2 months consistently? You apologized the day of. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate it. It's fine. I'm not. I wasn't so pressed about it. I know it may see. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Can I be honest with you?
Little do you know how
World. Thank you so much, Steak777. But never spam it again. I got it. Thank you very much. You're also still banned. No, you're not banned. Hey, Atrioc, I've been repeatedly apologizing for calling you an idiot, and it's been weighing on me. I want to apologize for apologizing so much. You guys are funny. Anyone ever tell you that? You guys are funny. You're haha funny. You're like little jesters. Dude Guru, think of the 10 months. Imperious, think of the 5 months. Soy Boy Beta Male Cuck, thank you for the 2 months. Copper King, thank you for the 24. Odeshi, thank you for the 4 months. Panzer Tank, thank you for the 5. All right, so here's what we're going to do today. We are going back to the greatest series of all time, investigative journalists, really, where I try to find what the fuck is going on with Twitter. No, wait, I'm not doing that. We don't care what's happening with Twitter. We want to know what's happening on Twitter. The funniest tweets of the month is back, and I've got a new person helping me out. Perhaps you recognize her from this song. Dropspindle has joined the team. Da-da-da-da-da. And it's helping us find the funniest. What are they called now? Xeets. The funniest Xeets of the last month to review and peruse at our own leisure. So without further ado, let me pull open this document she created. I have not seen these. It includes some of my choice selects, though. Let's see. Let's see. Wait, let me open more of these. Oh, God. Wait. Okay, she labeled one of... it's just a big wall of links, but one of them is labeled Glizzy Overdrive TikTok. I kept this one separate so you can skip it if you want. No. This is journalism, okay? It all gets included. It all gets included. All right, let me just get them all open. 1 second. Hold on. Just hold. Hold your horses. Why did none of my buttons work? Okay. And then there's a bonus. Okay, cool. Sick. Still can't believe Elon Musk spent $40 billion for a brand and then changed the brand name. Yes! Okay, so this is something the show that used to be called Best Tweets. But in the interim, since our last episode, Elon Musk bought the company, changed the name to X.com, which sounds like a porn site, and it's now called Xeets or something. And I thought for sure we might even have to do this segment ever again. But I thought we'd do Threads. I thought it'd be Best Threads by now. But it turns out Mark Zuckerberg sucks. He's terrible. He's a weird robot person, and none of that works. So we are back on Twitter. And a perfect way to remind us of how dumpster fiery this website has become is with our first tweet from Elon Musk, who tweeted, "Remember Ice Cube? This is him now. Feel old yet?" And it's a Ice Cube and a puddle. It's ads. Fuck me. Well, okay. Wait, we're gonna play Dropspindle's song. Wait for the ads, dude. I gotta grab a water anyway. That's so funny.
Our friend.
All right, new intro because I got a new shirt. It's too hot. New intro. All right, you guys have to give hi YouTube. Give me a hi to you. While everyone's still unsubbed, give a hi YouTube and I'll do the fucking intro, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, every month we do a segment called Best Tweets, but we've been off for 2 months because they changed the name of tweets. According to New York Times, they are now called posts, or perhaps Xeets, or something other fucking stupid. I thought we'd be doing Best Threads, but Mark Zuckerberg is terrible at his job and that company is tanked. So now we are in Best Tweets. Let's see what's going on Elon Musk's platform. Starting with a tweet from the man himself. Remember Ice Cube? This is him now. Feel old yet? And it's Ice Cube in a puddle of water. A classic Elon Musk stolen meme Reddit joke. But then, to prove why X.com or Twitter is better than boring ass threads, Ice Cube immediately responded with, remember Twitter, this is it now, feel stupid yet. And ratioed the richest man on the planet, which is fucking funny. And that's why nobody can leave this platform. Even though it sucks, even though it keeps getting worse, it's still funnier. It's just so much funnier, dude. It's just a funnier place to be. So we can't leave. But just one more dig at the new platform. This is Hurt Copain. It probably shows up a bunch of times in this today. But X.com just made a new feature where you can keep your likes private. X keeps spicy likes private by hiding your likes tab. Eyes emoji, chili pepper emoji. Available to premium subscribers. This is an actual alert people got on their phone. You could have told me this notification's from an adult entertainment app involved in trafficking, and I would have believed you. Bro, this is insanely bad branding. I just don't get it. All right, what else we got? Oh, come on, her. Okay, one more on Elon. Nah, fuck it. I'll skip. That's not even that funny. All right, ChatGPT is getting scary good. This is the entire Taco Bell menu with calories. Can you craft me an order that is about 1,000 calories, give or take 100, that feels balanced and tasty? ChatGPT says, first, I'll extract the contents of the provided PDF to understand the Taco Bell menu and the calorie content of each item. Let's proceed with that. Amazing. The future, the power of AI. Here's a crafted order totaling 920 calories. Premium roast coffee, hot. Diet Pepsi, 20 ounce. Diet Pepsi, 30 ounce. Diet Dr. Pepper, 20 ounce. Brisk unsweetened no lemon iced tea, 20 ounce. Diet Dr. Pepper, 30 ounce. Brisk unsweetened no lemon iced tea, 30 ounce. Pepsi Zero Sugar, 20 ounce. A mild hot sauce packet, a hot sauce packet, and a breakfast salsa packet. That is a good dinner. That's going to get you the exact amount of nutrition the body needs. Not to mention a fire sauce packet and a Diablo sauce packet. You know what's funny? Is this is only marginally worse than the 7 liquid deaths and 2 sweet tart packets that I ordered last night. This is only marginally worse. Like, like it's not that far off. But I guess if you are a person whose job is to craft Taco Bell orders, AI is not yet capable of taking your job. That's a big win. It's a big win against the machines. This is actually one of my favorite tweets. Well, this is from my likes. I saw this. This is my favorite tweets. The ability to rapidly deploy a fast food restaurant to any location on the globe remains one of the USA's most vital combat capabilities. And we've got military planes loading a deployment Burger King that can be unloaded right at the front. Look how happy the soldiers are, dude. There's no other nation on earth can have a Burger King on the, also amazing teeth, on the front lines. These poor troops? No. I mean, based on my quality of Burger King, yes, but. And then, yes, for whatever reason, they included this. I don't want to include this, but there is, and yes, I guess if you were to really look into it, this does line up with the time I spent on Air Force bases. If you were really trying to like draw a weird connection, when I say I grew up on Air Force bases, theoretically, you could say that I spent my time driving the tactical Glizzy Mobile to deploy in Germany and Japan and other countries that I lived in. That's not what happened, but I'm saying you could make that connection. You missed 2 more pictures I'm talking about? Wait, what? No, I lost it. Wait, was there a response to this? I think there was a funny response. No, maybe not. Okay. Oh, this video rules. This is my favorite fucking video of all time. It's truly the transportation of the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the iPhone. Nothing else. That's the one big innovation. The iPhone was the last good innovation, and now we're at this. The wheel. Fire, the wheel, the iPhone, and now this. It's going to change transportation forever. That's fire. That's fire. Close that. Close that. All right, next up. Wait, what? They deleted this since I first added it. Or since Dropspindle added it. Oh, wait, does anyone have this? Well, I know what this was. This was a clip of Dream and George Not Found doing a live rap performance on stage. Does anyone have this? This was going viral on Twitter. There was like 2.8 million views on this. We have to watch this together. The Drawncert. It was called the Drawncert. No, we have to endure this together. I only started the first second because I wanted to watch it with chat. Let's see. Give me the Drawncert. Dude, I need the viral clip. Dude, I'm looking. Oh no. I'm looking at the Drawncert and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. What's this? Look at chat. All right, let me see. This is it. Oh, this is it. All right, vibes up.
Ali, Becky, Cindy, yeah, their names are alphabetic. Walk into my room and there's nothing there. Nope. Mattress on the floor, but she don't see the cat. She don't. Fine girl for the Uber bear. Money. I'm a billionaire. Where am I? I'm with your girlfriend in the car.
Turn it up. Sorry, everyone who's at an event right now, please ask politely but forcefully to pass the aux. Then plug this in and
inside. You'll try and find me, but I'm in LA, chilling with your babe. You know we're eating fish fillet. In LA, chilling with your babe. Now we're eating Chick-fil-A. That's my visa, that's my bad, I didn't even know. Oops, didn't go to the Bahamas, didn't want to go.
all right, well, that is good. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to get DMCA struck because that shit's fire. That's heat. That's I thought he peaked with the Mask song, but it's clear there is more in the music world for Dream to conquer. Here we go. A classic gem to start your morning. This is a flashback tweet, Xeets, of a phone call right before SBF got arrested between a bunch of crypto scammers and Martin Shkreli.
I just wanted to let you know jail's not that bad.
No, wait. I watched the original.
I just wanted to let you know jail's not that bad. It sucks, but it's not the worst thing ever. You know, so don't fret if that. I hope it does happen, but if it does happen, it's not that bad.
Good to know.
Sam?
He stopped talking. He was vibing that whole call, and then he said that, and then he instantly went aware and left the call. Stopped talking, left the call. Anyway, they made it like this.
It's not the worst thing ever. You know, so don't fret.
Sam?
I hope it does happen. If it does happen, it's not.
Good to know.
Derrick Rose was at the Drake concert last night playing chess on his phone the whole show. And Magnus Carlsen tweeted, "Win chess is life." Let's see this. It's kind of based. It's just cool that Magnus noticed. Get him on PogChamps? That'd be sick. Oh, this was sick. The game dev tweet of all time. Fuck it, you can parry nukes now. Headphone warning. That's sick. That's sick as hell. Is this coming out? You see the guy who said you could do that IRL? You cannot do that IRL. What is the game? Let's just check out. Let's support the game. The game's called VA Proxy. Oh, it's built on Unity. That sucks. That sucks. But they say it won't have effects, so that's good. I mean, I guess it only matters if they make a certain amount of revenue, so should be affected. Did you correct this person? Shut the fuck up, bro. In one famous experiment, people were asked to sit quietly for 15 minutes in a room with nothing but their own thoughts. They also had the option to hit a button and give themselves an electric shock. Getting physically shocked is unpleasant, but many people preferred it to the emotional discomfort of boredom. Out of 42 participants, nearly half opted to press the button at least once, even though they had already experienced the shock earlier in the study and reported they would pay money to avoid experiencing it again. One male outlier opted to shock himself 190 times. No, that's not Giga Chad. That is like desperately trying to avoid loneliness at any cost, including self-harm. That's not Giga Chad. That's terrible. That's tragic. He just got really bored. Yeah. He's a masochist, dude. 15 minutes is crazy. Do you guys think you would do this? I think personally I could handle 15 minutes of silence. Yeah, I'd be fine. No, I mean, do you think you could do this without shocking yourself? He did it once every 4.7 seconds. That's kind of based. Maybe he liked it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just liked it. How long? Wait, what do you think the limit is, though? How long do you think you could go just sitting in silence with nothing but your own thoughts? What do you think your limit is before you start really starting to freak out? I can do 15 easy. Years? No shot. Stupid answer. I don't think a day. If it was for a goal, a day easy. But for no reason. Here's what I think. I remember I used to, this is obviously not my own thoughts, but I was really trying to grind reading more. This is like back when I was at Twitch and I had some business books I wanted to read, but they were kind of boring and I was kind of stuck in them. So what I would do is we had a room that wasn't furnished yet in the apartment because someone had moved out and it was just carpet, nothing else in there. And I would go in there with a lamp and I would plug it in the wall and I would sit on the floor with a book and I'd lock the door and I wouldn't let myself leave until I read like, I don't know, a certain number of pages, like 100 pages or whatever it was. I wouldn't. And I remember at some point, because I would get bored with the book, I would just be sitting there and like rocking around. Like I would like, but I wouldn't let myself go to the door and I had to go back to the book. Okay, this is like very, but I got through like 4 books that week. You know, like I really fucking grinded through them. And, but I remember like it wasn't that long. You know, it would only be, I don't know, 90 minutes or something before I was like, man, this is like uncomfortable. Like I want to, I did it in 24 hours. Wait, what did you say? You did it in 24 hours? What? I did 24 hours in the wilderness in like a 20 square foot area. But is it just you? Is it you or is there anyone else? If there's another human, I think it's good. You're talking to people. But by yourself is what makes it different. By yourself with nothing interesting, I think people would be harder than it thinks. If there was absolutely no stimuli, I don't think anyone's lasting a day. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a day's your max. I think by day 2, like you do it all for a day, fall asleep, wake up. I think you feel like, I think you're getting crazy. I could do 4.6 seconds before I break. Average child in between Baby Shark viewing. They get about 3.5 seconds and it's like, all right, hit that replay button, bro. Klobuchar said, trying a little experiment called Have a Normal Week. And then a few days later, later that day, this was at what? This was at 7:19 a.m. And then by 10 p.m., all right, next week. And it's the fire department and their stove blew up or something. Well, happens. Radstads had a viral tweet. Radstads, notoriously famed Shorts and TikTok editor, just made a joke about killing myself in front of my Don't Kill Yourself friend group. This is relatable. As someone especially, or the worst is the kill yourself, which was a hot meme among a friend group that I have for a while, where you'd say it as a joke. But now, if you ever say it in the wrong group, it's like, wow, that's really mean. That's really mean. So, yeah, it's definitely relatable. Definitely relatable. Hot days like this are perfect for a refreshing Italian boba tea. And this is the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life, which is fresh mozzarella pearls in, I guess, water. That's disgusting. That's foul. Let's get it closer. Is that? Yeah, that's just going to be... That's going to go down smooth. That's going to taste... The liquid comes with the mozzarella. That's gross, dude. I don't even imagine that. Oh, yeah. I told Drop Spindle to include every now and then some random cute animal stuff as a breather. So this is our first breather. I told you don't play with bee. And it's a cat who got stung by a bee. Which is kind of cute. I think it's gonna happen to Chevy because he does go outside and I think all the cats next door gets in little fights or something. Is that some kind of dick-nosed animal? I don't want to scroll down. I'm worried it's gonna get worse. All right, there's no way. What's this? That's gotta be that's gotta be one of the most uncool things you could do. I can't, it's tough to imagine something because this by itself is not really doing it for me. You know, I'm not really saying wicked. I hope he's all right. Because I do want to laugh at it, and if he's not all right, then I'll feel bad. But I think he's probably fine. You know what I'm saying? He's young. The corner. You guys are not doctors, okay? Chat MD, bro. You don't know. He at the top of his head. I'm sure he's fine, bro. He has lupus. I'm checking the comments, see if anyone knows his current standings. They don't. Turns out they don't. What's crazy is I would assume no one would upload that and post it if he was seriously hurt, but I have no way of knowing. But I think he's probably fine. And if he had been injured, they would have written a news article about it, okay? Like this one. From the Columbus Dispatch, written by AI. High school team defeats other high school team in high school football action. 2 area high schools played a football game on Friday, with one emerging victorious. The game was tied going into the opening kickoff, but that would soon change when one team would later score. Both teams hope to learn from this game as they are back in action next Friday. The thing is, I've written an article exactly like this or worse for my high school paper when for some fucking reason they made me sports editor. I don't know shit about football. I never watched football in my life. They made me sports editor of my high school paper. And I wanted that class because high school paper was one of the easiest credits. And you got like a free period basically to do journalism where you could go around and interview people who are doing teachers. And I was sports editor and I didn't go to a single high school football game. So I would have to make articles about like how our team did this past weekend. And I would ask somebody else what the score was. And then I would make up I would say the most vague shit. I would have the score. I would have the actual score, but I would say the most vague shit. And I did this consistently. And you know what? Nobody cares because there's no fucking student in a high school reading the high school paper for updates on the high school football game. Nobody's doing it. It was a useless exercise. So I don't regret it. But I was the greatest sports editor that Ironwood High has ever seen. All right, what we got? Base. If paying a cashier a living wage will make prices go up, why doesn't replacing cashiers with self-checkouts make prices go down? True answer is the only time a corporation will ever actually lower prices for real is when there's some kind of competition forcing them to do that. Otherwise, they will fucking lie and they'll drag their feet and they'll change and they'll add hidden taxes and hidden fees or they'll do whatever. The only reason they'll ever lower prices is because they're scared someone else might fucking take their customer. That's it. Well, keep that in mind next time they don't vote on any antitrust. Ooh. You say it. Tory Lane. Oh, wait, sorry. Fuck. That was sour. That was a sour one. All right. Tory Lanez is officially headed to prison, and his lawyer, Jose Baez, didn't appear today in court. Sending my guy much love today. Even though I can't be there due to a prior commitment, I'm praying for you. At Tory Lanez, hashtag free Tory Lanez, and a shirt with free Tory on it. Lawyer sending prayers is crazy. That's already too little if it's your family member. They couldn't make it to your fucking hearing, but your lawyer doing it? That's fucking crazy. What's this? His lawyer really said,
We got good and bad news. Good news, we got your payment, buddy. Bad news, they gave you life. Sayonara. We got good.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, that's an L. These Roblox player breakups are getting rough. Unsigned divorce papers, 200 million Robux. This is going to be more and more common as Roblox pivots to a 17-plus dating service. I will say. This is going to be a real valuable item. Get it early. Invest. Oh, this is for today. Ozymandias, the best episode of Breaking Bad, was released 10 years ago today. It's the only episode in TV history to hold a 10 out of 10 on IMDb. Breaking Bad memories? Pog? I thought I will say, maybe hot take. Can I give a scorcher? My favorite episode of Breaking Bad is Crawl Space. The one where he laughs like the Joker at the end and there's no money. I think that's the best episode. And I think this is a second or third. It's a solid episode. That's my favorite episode. Because I was watching like one Breaking Bad episode a night. like on Netflix when it first. I didn't see it when it first was live. I watched it on Netflix a few years later, and I was watching one a night. And then when that episode happened, I binged the whole rest of the show. That one like got me fucking hooked. That got me. Once that happened, I was like, oh, I'm in. I'm locked in. Granite State is goated. Is that the one where he? Well, we're spoiling. Anyway. Imagine spoiling an episode from 10 years ago. If you haven't seen it, it's your fault. You're not gonna. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad right now, you're one of the people that says, oh yeah, I've been meaning to watch it. Like, I know it's good. But you're not gonna. So shut the fuck up. You're not gonna watch it. We all know you're not gonna watch it. Stop pretending like you're gonna watch it. You're not gonna. You keep telling your friends, yeah, I know. I've heard good things. I'm thinking about it. But then you go home and you watch fucking the One Piece live action again or some shit. Bro, I know you. I know you're not gonna watch it. Okay, so shut the fuck up. You're going to watch something a little bit easier, a little bit funnier, because that's what you need right now. Okay? You're looking for something a little more bingeable and less stressful that doesn't require your brain. Something you can have your phone on for. I know. So stop trying to pretend like you're going to watch fucking Breaking Bad in 2023. One more TikTok aware. Okay, that was a little personal, bro. Calling it like I see it. LOL. My nephew is 5 years old and all he does is watch other kids on YouTube playing video games. I asked him politely, why don't you just play video games yourself? He goes, you watch other people play football. Why don't you just play yourself? Piece of shit. So I fucking turned off the Wi-Fi. First of all, classic. Second of all, I think everyone who is a gamer has I guess maybe kids now don't have this argument because it's so common. But everyone who was a gamer from, let's say, I don't know, 97 to 2015 has parents who probably didn't game and had this conversation. This is a very common conversation. Every friend I know had this. And it's like, we all thought we were the smartest for coming up with it. I thought of this too. And I thought I was the smartest person ever. And my dad, like, you watch football? Yeah. Okay. It's like, get over it, bro. So yeah, it's a very common argument. It's not that impressive, but yeah, it works, I guess. And it is dumb that, but also like when I think back on it, I thought I was like so smart for like flipping this on my dad. But really, all he wanted was for me to not sit in my room in the dark and play video games all day. Play and watch video games all the time. You know what I'm saying? To like play League for a bunch of hours every day and then watch League of Legends tournaments. Like, he really wasn't being so backwards. He just wanted me to like fucking get outside and talk to people. You know what I'm saying? It's not... My parents said they grinded Diablo 2 while they were pregnant with me. See, that's how I know that this is changing. Because now we have like millennial parents and people that like grew up playing fucking Mario and shit. But, my dad is 54. Wait, what? So okay, that's fine. That's base. You can make money watching football with sports betting, bro. You can lose money too, you know. In fact, the most common result is that you lose money. Do you understand? Don't just, it's not a fucking job. I want you to know that. It's not a job. You don't clock in and make a certain amount. Maybe you don't. All right, let's see. That is crazy. I mean, I could do it too, but don't feel like it. Genuinely, like, are these people sentient? Epic Maps posted land and ocean switched and did this epic map of the oceans where the land are and the land where the ocean is. And then the comments say, looking so cool. If this happened, all human will be in the ocean and fishes will be on the earth. It is easy to travel by road around the globe. I'd never thought of this before. Thanks. I enjoyed it. That's amazing. Thanks for the pick. I'm recently thinking about it. That's probably a bot, right? See, these ones are probably bots, but this one's weird because it's very specific to the video. No, they can't all be bots, right? Because the AI could not, like ChatGPT can't scan this. Anyone else think this kind of looks like a map of Earth? Anyone else? Anyone else notice this kind of looks like a map of Earth? If you twist it a certain way. Why is the Pacific like desert? Bro, these are not bots. That doesn't make sense for an AI to generate. That's a person literally not comprehending this very basic idea. Glad it's not like this. Based, actually true. Most places will become desert. Yeah, we know. This is how I feel reading YouTube comments, by the way, so don't think you're above this. Everyone in YouTube right now, this is what you look like to me. You say the most inane shit, and half of it, dude, literally half of the comments that I see are people that I know didn't watch the video. They just read the title and watched the first 5 seconds and then decided, I gotta comment. I gotta let my opinion be known. I know it because you say things that are answered in the video. Sniper Wolf ass comments. Fucking true. Not Twitch chat. No, you guys are smart. You guys are in. All Twitch chat comments are really smart. This guy's not getting invited back to the World Economic Forum. Let's see.
About, how 1,500 private jets have flown in here to hear.
Bro, I know he's saying something important, but he called jets yets.
Private jets.
Bro, what are you talking about? What are you waffling about? How can we listen to you? Bro, stay poor. All right? They should have roasted him. That's why these rich fucking economic forums need to invite me, okay? Because I'll harass the riffraff who are complaining about the wealth equality gap.
Have flown in here to hear Sir David Attenborough speak about, how we're wrecking the planet. And I hear people talk in the language of participation and justice and equality and transparency. But then, almost no one raises the real issue of tax avoidance, right? And of the rich just not paying their fair share. It feels like I'm at a firefighters conference and no one's allowed to speak about water. This is not rocket science. We can talk for a very long time about all these stupid philanthropy schemes. We can invite Bono once more. But come on, we got to be talking about taxes. That's it. Taxes, taxes, taxes. All the rest is bullshit, in my opinion. 1,500 private jets.
Damn. And if he just didn't say yet, we would all be saved right now. We could be getting rich people to pay more. But he goofed it. He said yes. And now we're going to lower taxes on the rich once more. I am surprised that he said that. Or they let him speak at the World Economic Forum. That's crazy. I'm at a firefighters conference and nobody's allowed to talk about water is a baseline. That's cool. Who's the guy's name? What is his name? I didn't even say it. I didn't see it. I'd like to hear if he has anything more to say. It was you in chat? Damn, I wish I knew his name. I'm approaching the limit of my attention span. I'm searching for it, but if I don't find it in the next 15 seconds, I'll never know it and I'll forget about it forever. I found it. His name is Rutger Bregman. Rutger Bregman. I'm going to follow him and we'll see if he's got anything else. There you go. Easy. Lil bro is Googling Yets guy and he was #1 result. Okay. What is this? Obsessed with my friend's announcement to the group chat that he is now actively pursuing TikTok fame. Tyler says, hi everyone, I am actively pursuing TikTok fame, so expect an increase in posts. If you see them on your For You page, please boost engagement with likes, comments, and saves, and follow me at Tyler is Jung. Remember team, If I get famous, we all get famous. That means free clothes, swag, exclusive reservations, etc. Let's it's actually really fucking funny. We're all gonna make it. Bro's giving up. Yeah, it's like a middle manager. Remember, team, if the company wins, we all win. I am actively pursuing You know what's funny is like, this got 92,000 likes. This probably helped him get somewhat famous. Check his page. Let's see. Let's check his page. Let's see what he's got. Let's see if he's worth the fame. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's really good at his job and his friends need to get on the bus. TikTok.com. Tyler is young. Okay, he's only got 1,500 followers, so it didn't transfer that much. He responded. That's kind of funny. But that means he sent the text unironically, which is terrible. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good. Because it really is a bad, tasteless tweet. Let's see. What did he say before this?
I pay attention to things that most people ignore. I pay attention to things that most people ignore.
That was... Bro, first of all, you just fucked up my For You page because I watched that twice. Now my retention's fucked. Secondly, if that's the beginning, you just did the text, right? This is where the text is. So that means that's the beginning of your full-time TikToks? He's got it. He's got a future. Hey, I'm watching it right now. Everyone follow Tyler is young. He's going to make it. I believe in him. I'm not going to personally do it, but I... How being Gen... Wait, I got one more. I got to watch it. How being Gen Z is an advantage at work. We got to see this. All right? Let's give him one more chance. One more chance.
Caroline, our CEO, is reporting our EOQ numbers. You go, you savage.
Okay, I know this video is a joke, but I feel like it does a good job of showing like just how foreign Gen Z and Gen Z language is to older generations. Like a lot of them have kids who are in Gen Z or, at least are trying to seem relevant and so are really interested in learning, about Gen Z culture and what people in Gen Z are interested in and what the trends are. So I actually think that being Gen Z is an advantage in the workplace because these older generations are so fascinated with the culture and they just really don't understand it. Like, for example, I was recently at a work dinner with all senior level people. It was with some consultants. They were all partner level, so the highest level. In my team, senior vice president, vice president. I was the youngest person there by far. They were all 45 plus. They have kids, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
And somehow the conversation gets to TikTok and Gen Z, and they're asking me like, what do you see?
Bro, this is the most waffling Gen Z. If you're gonna be proudly Gen Z, then make a 15-second TikTok, bro. Say old people like when I say slang. This is a 2-minute TikTok. Who are you talking to?
On TikTok, what are the trends that you're seeing? Of course, I'm a little tipsy, so immediately I say, Britney Spears was unalived, or Britney Spears was kidnapped. They're floored. Like, they're so gagged, and they're asking me all of these questions, like, what's the basis of this? What's the evidence? Show me the proof, blah, blah, blah. And they're like all like, looking things up on their phone. They're so fascinated, and like they're just absolutely in love with this theory. And you would think as the dinner progressed, we would like move on from the topic as is normal in a dinner conversation. You finish one topic and you move on to the next.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, they like kept bringing it back to Britney Spears. And, oh my God, we need to have our interns do a deep dive on this. Like, what trends are going on TikTok, et cetera, et cetera. Like, they were so interested. So I feel like being in Gen Z is kind of like being in the in club right now. Like, all these older generations are so desperate to understand how it works, and you can kind of use it as an advantage because, being in Gen Z is fun, and, you're sharing information with these people that, you know, they don't readily have access to.
Yeah.
And so, you
No,
know, you
for
can use-
real, for real. No, you guys are right. No, you guys are right. Damn it, I wish I had that. Fuck. Bro gets it. Bro gets it. God, every time I was at work at NVIDIA, I always felt like, I just don't know how Britney Spears got unalived. I don't know that shit. And I felt like I was going to get gagged. I actually did that wrong. This guy watched one episode of JRE and can't speak like a normal human being anywhere. Dude's boy staying hungry for real. He's proud to be treated like an exotic pet. Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I'm glad they were interested. It is very funny to think of a dinner of all senior VPs grilling one intern about the latest TikTok trend for the whole dinner. That's actually really funny to me. And I'm glad you got content about it. Follow Tyler Jung. Changing the game. Never ceases to amuse me. Oh, wait. Hold these. Because we actually got bonus topic tweets from Drop Spindle. That's right, topic tweets. Instead of just a random assortment. Fuck. Okay. Okay, we did get topic tweets, but the only problem is the first topic is the one I mentioned before. So let's just get it out of the way. This is like a midpoint. All right, let's just take it out. Let's get it out of the way. Here's a video called Entering Glizzy Overdrive. I've never seen it because nobody's ever tagged me in it.
100 glizzies entering Glizzy Overdrive. Increasing grip by 7%. We are locked in. Thank you for over 160 glizzies entering Glizzy Overdrive. 100 glizzies entering.
Okay. And now we've seen it. Now we've seen the Entering Glizzy Overdrive guy. Never saw that before, but that was entertaining. I don't see any relevance to this channel or this stream or me or anything like that, but it was funny, I guess. He truly has a comical way of living that is making him money. You know, I don't get it, but it's for him. That's our first topic. Second topic, though, was about, wait, shit. Damn, did I fuck it up again? Oh, yeah. It was about Jonathan Majors, who, if you don't know, I believe like choked and beat up his girlfriend, right? And was arrested for it and is like being removed from all of his Marvel movies because he was going to play the next big bad villain. I forgot which villain he was going to play. What was he going to play? Kang. He was going to play Kang. All right. Well, anyway, some serious allegations came out, and it seems very unlikely that he'll be able to play that guy. But something changed today, which was this video came out.
Damn! No one do anything?
Two girls fighting. People laughing.
Oh!
And then Jonathan Majors showed up out of nowhere and broke it up. The peacemaker. The hero.
No one did anything.
person filming on an open laptop.
Well, clearly.
And surprisingly, I thought this would make America think he's a hero, but surprisingly, according to Twitter, they don't. This is the type of video Vought would put out when Homelander would kill someone. Bro entered the scene like... And he really does. Watch it again. Watch when he comes in. Wait.
Oh!
I mean, that is spot on. And then someone pointed out, likely, you know, wait, what is this? Oh, this is from, I think you should leave.
It looks really fake.
It's real.
That doesn't look like a kid.
I thought it would look fucking real. God damn it. You kids have been so nasty to me lately. I had to do something.
How'd you make it?
It's a company, Street Sets. It's a warehouse downtown. They've got different street scene sets. It's pointless now because you don't think it's real because you could tell it's an old man.
But I think someone pointed out TMZ obtains, and it's just, like no one actually posted this. It only came from TMZ first. It's an email marked urgent from notjonathanmajors@gmail.com. But then also like the PR team implications of making the first search results for Jonathan Majors beat up girl to be a video of Majors interfering with two girls. Like, it's very interesting that it happened to be this thing that he's breaking up that is like most directly related to his actual crime. Very interesting. Anyway, topic. That was topic. The next major topic, we're on some serious topics, Drop Spindle. Our first topic is Jonathan Majors, alleged domestic abuser. Our second topic on Twitter for best tweets of the month was 9/11. Because as you know, 9/11 on Twitter is not an opportunity to reflect and remember on a terrible tragedy. It's an opportunity to make amazing 9/11 jokes, I guess. Twitter goes crazy. I mean, X.com goes crazy on 9/11. It's like a holiday. They truly never forget. Starting with this absolutely, iconic. This is like the most LinkedIn style business leader terrible post of all time. Bill Elmore, paid for the checkmark, by the way. I was booked on United Flight 93 on 9/11, flying nonstop from Newark to San Francisco. Around midnight the night before, a coworker called me and urged me to change my flight and fly into San Jose instead. This meant I had to give up my first class seat and move to a flight. Wait, does it skip one? A different flight, I guess. The reason my coworker told me to change my flight was she took the same flight and the commute would make me late for my meeting, whereas traveling from San Jose to Mountain View would be faster. She saved your life with advice, which you followed. Whatever happened to your coworker? Sad to say, I ultimately had to fire her for poor performance. It was difficult. Bro, that is psychotic. That is psychotic. You couldn't waterboard that out me. I don't know how poor the performance has to be for you to fire the person that literally saved your life on 9/11. But let's just say she was fucking shitting on the desks and it was absolutely terrible. To have to admit that in public is crazy. That's crazy. This guy, I can't believe this. The lesson here is to listen to your intuition and let your boss die in a historic terrorist attack. They got 7,000 likes. Bro said, thanks for saving my life, but you gotta go. That's just crazy. What a terrible ending to that story. But that wasn't the only thing on 9/11. Right after 9/11, we saw someone creeping around our house at night. It turned out to be a lady with a bag full of little American flags. She said she was putting one next to every door to let the terrorists know where this neighborhood stands. This was in the Philadelphia suburbs. Oh, ads. Fuck. You know what? We got so many tweets, we might have to keep fucking writing. This is good. You see, you know what? This would do more wonders now. But I feel like as someone who was around in 9/11, there wasn't a lot of people who were pro-terrorist. You know? Hassan hadn't gotten that big yet. Nobody thought we deserved it yet. So there was a lot of people who needed to be swayed by American flags. Trump posts... Wait, what? Trump posted 9/11 about his buildings on the base? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't Trump do that? Wait, is that real or did I imagine that? Did Trump say after 9/11 that his building was now the tallest in New York? Did that actually happen? I have to... Trump tallest building 9/11. On 9/11, Trump pointed out he now had the tallest building in Lower Manhattan. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's built different. He is built different. Like, that doesn't come to most people's brains. He didn't. Yeah, well, that's also funny. That's crazy. Let's see. Nah, bro. This bowling animation is crazy.
Lay on it. Hold it.
Okay, that actually is good. Well, this is from Corridor Digital. Who is that? That's actually really funny. That's amazing. The fact that it didn't crash made it way funnier to me. That's very funny. Wait, does someone have the clip of Trump saying it? I will actually play. I will play it on stream if we have that clip. Zoomers will never know. Oh, I remember this. Zoomers will never know how truly stupid everything got. I remember this. I remember this exact thing. What's funny is because my dad worked for this guy. Not this guy, the guy they're going to show. Donald Rumsfeld. My dad worked for him. Okay, let's see. 54 seconds? Wait, okay, we'll watch this first because I think the ads just ended, so we would watch this. If you guys were there for the ads, we were talking about how Trump on 9/11 at 54 seconds called into this show, I guess, after September 11th.
It's a pretty tough situation.
Donald, you have one of the landmark buildings down in the financial district, 40 Wall Street. Did you have any damage, or did you know what's happened down there?
Well, it was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest. And I just spoke to my people, and they said it's the most unbelievable sight. It's probably 7 or 8 blocks away from the World Trade Center, and yet Wall Street is littered with 2 feet of stone and brick and mortar and steel.
That's crazy. This is the day of? That's crazy, bro. Look at the view. 2 perfect phone calls. That's funny. Okay, well, I want to watch this one. So this, Zoomers will never know how truly stupid everything got. I super remember this.
There was constant discussion about him hiding out in caves, and I think many times the American people have a perception that it's a little hole dug out of a side of a mountain.
Oh, no.
This is it. This is a fortress, a complex, multi-tiered, bedrooms and offices on the top, as you can see.
I just want you to know. So this diagram went viral. It was like in Time Magazine or something, and Donald Rumsfeld is the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff or whatever, is on TV right now explaining it. This was 100% made up. This is 100% source. I made it the fuck up. It's completely made up. They did not find him in a super deep fucking super cave. None of these ever existed.
Secret exits on the side and on the bottom. Cut deep to avoid thermal detection. A ventilation system to allow people to breathe and to carry on. The entrance is large enough to drive trucks and even tanks. Even computer systems and telephone systems. It's a very sophisticated operation.
Oh, you bet. This is serious business. And there's not one of those. There are many of those.
There was none! There was zero! He was in a house! He was in a compound, bro! I don't think the president has a bunker this secure. Dude, it was crazy. It was crazy. We're talking about how Osama had this fucking secret network of super caves. Yeah, he was in a house watching anime. But I believe this. I saw this as a kid. This was like literally in fucking Time magazine, and I thought, wow, this is crazy. Damn, Osama's got crazy shit. Let's hope our military really is ready to fight this guy because he's really dug in. I 100% believe this, and it's just so psychotic to think that everyone in America just went for this because it makes no sense.
Bedrooms.
All right. I think that's... Oh, one more 9/11. Sorry. Babe, what's wrong? You haven't even touched your store brand 9/11 Memorial cookie cakes, which I saw, and it's like, this is kind of sweet, I guess. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, who would you buy this for? Who is the target person? Are you celebrating by yourself? Or are you... Also, remember. Remember. I didn't see it was spelled wrong. Remember 9/11. For a song. That's like the only person who would enjoy it. Remember 9/11. I don't who. Yeah, some of them just literally say 911, which is like that could be taken an entirely different way in America. That's the emergency number. Anyway, I think that's it. Well, enough about America's problems. Let's talk about another trend on Twitter this past month, which was Europe versus America. Now, usually we're allies, but sometimes tensions flare up. They have problems with us, we got problems with them, and we get into little heated Twitter Xeets wars, okay? Between America and Europe. And it started, I believe, with this. The European mind cannot comprehend this. And it's a simple glass of water with ice, which as somebody who's lived in Europe is actually fucking true. No restaurant will give you a simple glass of water with ice. You have to pay way fucking extra for sparkling. They look at you weird if you ask for still, which is just regular water. They'll never give you ice, and the cups are fucking small. The bottles are small, the cups are small. You can never just get a nice glass of water to quench your thirst. It's crazy. All right? It's actually real. This is a fucking direct hit, bullseye hit on Europe right now. This is one of your biggest weaknesses as a continent. But they fired back. Oh shit, never mind. Well, wait. That's separate, but it will come into play. Wait, that is separate, but it will come into play. Okay. Then we got this. The American mind cannot comprehend this. And it's like a livable, walkable city. Okay, they fired back. I get that. All right, everyone's living in a nice, beautiful looking city that can walk. They have a nice market, open square. I don't notice a single Walmart. I don't see an 8-lane highway with thousands of motor vehicles clogged together. So I'm a little bit concerned. I don't even notice a McDonald's. Maybe there's a McDonald's hidden in there. There's no gas stations. I mean, it feels like it's missing a lot of like what makes a great city. But anyway, America's response was simple. If they can't comprehend this. Yes, I can. It looks round like burger. Which is true. And when you put it that way, I kind of do get it. Like I do, I can actually fit it into my brain cells now. Like that actually tracks. I got 84,000 likes. And so then, wait, this came up. Fuck. The number of McDonald's restaurants per country. And it turns out USA is number 1. Yet again, baby. And it's by a mile. It's by a fucking mile. 13,550 McDonald's. China is number 2 at 3,500. Finally, they're getting some culture. Japan, number 3. I mean, France is the biggest European McDonald's. France. And they only have 1,500. That's crazy. There's European countries that are like third world, dude. I mean, look, like, it's fun. Sweden has only 191 McDonald's. How are they? What kind of? That's crazy. No wonder Lincoln's had to leave. No wonder Lincoln's had to leave, bro. 191 means you have to drive a long distance. Norway is under 100, which is disgusting. And then there are European countries like Iceland or Russia that don't have any at all. Although Russia has a lot, they just changed the name. Russia actually has a lot of McDonald's. They just changed them to fucking Starburger or something, and they actually have plenty. And they just took them all after the war. There's one in Cuba. There's probably a line around the block, dude. Everyone loves it. So anyway, that happened. But then the Europeans fought back. Fuck, I keep hitting the wrong thing, and that is not my fault. The Europeans fought back.
Working.
With this. This kind of shut us down. The Europeans are fighting back now with this video called A Day in the Life of an American.
Day in the life of American. I wake up so excited for another day of working. After singing the national anthem, I make my amazing American coffee. So much better than espresso. I'm looking for breakfast, but there are no cold pizza, so I have to skip. Oh, where's this? An apple? So cute. I'm so lucky, because I have only 1 hour and 45 minutes to drive to work. Time for lunch. I only have 5 minutes, so I order fast food and I eat at my desk. After a short 14 hours, it's dark, so I take my work home. Good night, my love. See you tomorrow. Day in the life.
And we wouldn't have it any other way. You fuck. You fucking Euro poor, dude. We wouldn't change a thing. The only thing I'd change is to add more hours working. Also, there wasn't one gun in there, so you didn't even get it right. It's called freedom, all right? It's called freedom. Yeah, this video, this is funny as hell. This part. What is match because there's no cold pizza for breakfast? That actually made me fucking die. All right. Anyway, we'll call it a draw. We'll call it a draw, Europe. Relax. Ease up. Jeez. Don't you dare declare a draw on our behalf. No, I'm just making them like look away so we can invade. I'm just gonna get Donald Rumsfeld to say they have nukes or some shit, and we're gonna invade Europe. All right, I'm just trying to I'm just standing down. The problem is like there's like no oil in Europe, so I guess Norway. Let's start with Norway. Wait, they do have nukes? Oh, well then perfect. I don't even need an excuse. We don't even need an excuse, bro. They do have nukes. They're self-reporting. They have WMDs, bro. Get in there. Land the Burger Kings. All right. What is this? This one got deleted. This one. What is this? Oh yeah, all these. So apparently, actors, writers, and directors have created a charity website, ebay.com/charity whatever, where you can bid on different things, activities to do with different actors, to raise money for the strike. For example, Adam Scott could walk your dog for 1 hour if you're in LA. You can Zoom with the cast of New Girl. Bob Odenkirk and David Cross will join you for dinner, which is actually kind of fucking hype. That'd be cool as hell. Anyway, this is all happening. But this sort of became a meme on X.com. I hate saying it. It really is so bad to say. It sounds so... anyway, let's see. A couple things on here. Everything, the prices have gone up. People are... It's $10,000 for the Bob Odenkirk, David Cross dinner? I thought if I could film it, it'd be a pretty hype video, but... Mortal Kombat 1 game sesh. You versus Kumail with Emily commentating. Anyway, so that it became a meme on Twitter, which was here's one. Send Mark Wahlberg back in time to see if he can stop 9/11. 56 bids, $7,100, which is something he actually said. He actually said if he was on the plane, he would have stopped it. Florence Puh tells you, is that Puh? How do I say her name? Florence Puh, right? Puh. Pugh? Puh. Florence Pugh? It's not, it's Pugh? Like Pepe Le Pew? Florence Pugh tells you what happened on the Don't Worry Darling set over a boozy brunch. $9 million bid. Like the gun? Wow. Matthew McFadden walks with you as a dog for 1 hour. Junior Soprano and Bobby Bacala will come to your next family event and pay their respects. Oh, there was one like, I think that's real. Wait, is that could be real? No, maybe. Taylor Swift like goes to your funeral and pretends she knows you. You get to watch The Two Towers with Viggo Mortensen and tell him that Aragorn actually broke his toe in that scene. He will act shocked. That's a good one. That's a worth one. Is there a sunny one? What's this one? Ezra Miller will terrorize you and your community free. Yeah, maybe you can get fucking Jonathan Majors to fucking show up and punch you. All right, close that. Wait, okay. I think that was topics, but we still have a few more. Wait, I'm sorry. There's one more that she put in here. It said, really important miscellaneous news, do not skip. But it doesn't seem that important. It's Club Chalamet saying it's been over 10 days since the fandom imploded, and Club Chalamet is still standing. The Timmy fan community is different now, and I don't know if it'll ever go back to the way it was. But now more than ever, I remain passionate in supporting Timothy Chalamet. This is important. This is really important. Don't skip. Why did it implode? Why did the Timothy Chalamet club? Now I have to know. Since September 4th, the fandom has experienced disruption to its core that I feel will take a very long time to repair and heal. The fandom will never be the same again. This is crazy. I look forward to his upcoming Blue de Chanel promotional work, as well as Wonka and, of course, Dune Part 2. Timothy has an exciting future ahead, and Club Chalamet will be here to cover it and applaud his successes. That's crazy! Looking forward to his upcoming promotional work? He was... What happened? I actually have to know, and I have to know. What happened with Timothy Chalamet? What happened with Timothy Chalamet? September 4th. He was spotted dating Kylie Jenner? That's it? Oh no. I thought he killed killed somebody. When I read this, I thought he killed somebody. I thought he drunk drove. I thought he literally drunk drove and like hit a car or something. He might as well have. This is worse. That's crazy. He was also smoking. Oh, God. He smokes. Jesus, this is truly Club Chalamet's 9/11. Wow, we covered 2 separate 9/11s today. Okay, now we're at the finale. Let's see. Anything? We covered that. We covered that. Covered that. Oh, yeah, there's a few more. Just random miscellaneous funnies. Where did I put them, though, is the fucking question. Yeah, here they are. Did you guys know, speaking of Europe, by the way, as we're back on that subject, that Portugal's capital, Lisbon, has a Gucci store directly adjacent to the Portuguese Communist Party's local headquarters. Which is kind of hype, because now they can all get dripped out, bro. That's on stream. Duality of man. Yeah, sometimes you want both. Sometimes you want both. The Mexican alien is actually cake. Dude, I saw this. I didn't see the cake part, but I do want to say, like, how did anyone fall for this? I'm not so naive as to think there probably isn't in the entire galaxy another life form, okay? But the fact that you thought that Mexico found real aliens and they were this? Like, who is buying this? This? You think this is the breakthrough? People on our alien... I see people still defending it. There's people on Reddit and on Twitter that are still like, wait a minute. I know that it's been like publicly proven to be fake, but look between the lines. You fell for 9/11. Yeah, I did. I fell for it. I thought it was real. I thought those towers really fell. It looks like Elon Musk better be looking into this. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, yeah. I also saw this. Lauren Boebert was like watching a play of Beetlejuice and then like started fucking Boebert like fondling her husband, and he started fondling her, and then she was vaping, and I'm not gonna watch it. She got real handsy and she got kicked out. And from my understanding is that she was 100% kicked out, not because like of her position or political party, but because she was literally just being super weird in a public area.
And security.
Not her husband, boyfriend.
Video.
Yeah, I can't watch. I don't think I can watch this because I think she literally starts groping him. All right, let's see. Did you call a customer dumb tonight? No. I said, are you dumb? I was asking him. Facts. How do I get one of those jobs that aren't real where I send an email and then go to a meeting and then draft an email and then leave work and get paid $98,000 a year and have a badge on a little cord that says Senior Deputy Analytics Coordinator, Supervisor of Marketing and Sales? It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work and effort. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of... Only 98K, by the way, poor. Drop spindle included this for me. Yeah, what are you trying to say with the drop spindle? What are you trying to say? All right? I work a hard job right now. Streaming. I had that for years going to management. The problem is, and I think this is low-key the reason why so many managers are desperate for return to office, is that, like, remote work doesn't work for managers who do this. Managers can't really get away with this in remote work. But when it's in office, they can kind of just walk around and be like vibe checking and, call meetings, and they can fill a whole day. But with remote work, they can't really skate by. It's hard. It's more easy to tell they're not really doing anything. And so I feel like this is like the reason. It's not the only reason, but there's a big pull from like this management layer that really want return to office so they can go back to like having much easier jobs. This caveman was going through it. The paintings indicate that early humans had some pretty heavy stuff weighing on their minds. Dude, poor dude. You know what? That's kind of like beautiful though in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's been thousands and thousands of years, and humanity, we still got some of the same issues. It's all. Also, he's hung. So, it's relatable. We're all, no matter how much time and technology changes, we're dealing with the same things. And then it's Joe Biden selling a dark Brandon mug, I guess.
But he won't.
Okay, what's crazy is like, I think the dark Brandon thing's fine for Joe Biden. He's doing it as like a marketing thing, and the base likes it. It's going okay. But like, if Obama were to try this, there's legitimately people that would assume the Antichrist. They would assume this would be part of so many fucking Antichrist, like, this would be never ending. This is like a small meme post that got 50,000 likes. It's not doing, it's not crazy. But if this happened with Obama, this would be fucking crazy. This would have been a news cycle thing forever. They will say literally the devil, and like, this is proof. I mean, he wore a tan suit for Christ's sakes, though. I still haven't forgiven him. I legitimately haven't forgiven Obama for that fucking disgusting ass tan suit. It was a fucking stain on this country. If a beautiful woman disagrees with me, I will immediately change my views. I have no principles. Well, maybe you should have principles. You're right. Maybe I should. Simple. Simple but beautiful, Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Growth. And then finally, I think we'll end with a nice cute one. How a beaver fells a tree. I love to imagine this is his job, and he goes home to the wife and kids as she's putting him to sleep, and he's like, had to put in overtime, but I finally knocked over the tree today. And she kisses him and says she's proud. All right, let me see the gnaw. I want to see the finish. Wow, he's been they go at it all day, huh? Come on. Wait. Oh, I thought another beaver was swooping in. Good shit. Good shit. Yeah, it looks like his boss was showing up at the end to fucking do the last gnaw and take the fucking victory. That's how do they move it once they get it down? How do they move it to the dam? That's too big, right? Does anyone actually know? I'm actually interested. They just roll it very slowly. They want the branches. They tow it, you buffoon. What are you talking about? They break it down further. Okay, they keep... Okay. I thought they had like 6 of these guys fucking pushing. Yeah, they got a Ford F-150. Hell yeah. Only here in this country. Not fucking European beavers, bro. Oh. One more, I guess. Well, this one I kind of skipped, but there is one more. Totally random, but the 23-year-old Mexican rapper dancer surgically implanted gold chains in his head to serve as his hair. And I was thinking, I wanted to ask, What would someone have to pay you to do this? That's what I really want to know. What would someone have to pay you to act? And you have to keep it like this for the rest of your life. What is an honest number? 0, this goes hard. I feel like this can only work if you're a 23-year-old rapper. But this doesn't work when you're like going to the bank at 45. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it just doesn't track later on. You know, it's way worse than like a tattoo because you have, I don't know, you have a story for that. You pay for this? Unironically, $1 billion? You're crazy. You're bullshitting me. So if I offer you $999 million to do this, you say no. You say nah. Shut the fuck up, bro. Yeah, $1 billion? Unironically? No. I don't know. I don't know what it would take for me to do this. It would be so bad. It's all anyone around you's ever going to talk about forever. They're just not. It's just, and it's going to be so loud and you're going to try to sleep on it. And I don't know, 50 million maybe? 50 million. And for the teeth, more. The teeth are that's going to cause them so many problems later in life. Couple bucks, then I sell the chains. Bro, you can't sell it. I just said that. You didn't trick me. You can't say, yeah, I'll do it for 50 million and then I'll just get rid of it and get my hair back. Cha-ching, got you. You have to keep it. That's the point, is you have to keep it, bro. You didn't pull one over on me. It's not a fucking... He's sub 5K listeners on Spotify. All right, well, he did it for free. He did not do it for gain. 50 mil for life? I don't know. 50 million, dude. I mean, here's what I would do, right? You could probably like tuck it up and then wear a chef's hat like Ratatouille. And then I'll be known as the chef. And I'm always cooking, you know, but I'll never, and then no one will know. And I got $50 million. So, yeah, or I wear a beanie all the time. Like, just whatever. Like, I'll just, like, balding guys do that all the time, and they don't have $50 million in their pocket. That would be a good solution to your baldness. Okay, enough of that. Thanks for watching. That was Best Tweets, Best Xeets of the month. We'll be back more as long as Elon Musk doesn't kill the site completely. Pray. If you have your own Best Xeets, go to the Discord and submit them to the Best Xeets channel because they get included in here. Thanks, Drop Spindle. And now we're going to watch fucking Dunkey and Coffeezilla and then House MD. The triple fucking threat. Dunkey, Coffeezilla, House MD. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Shout out to Drop Spindle for making that a great, one of the best Xeets yet. Those are funny. Okay. Start with Dunkey. Dunkey has a new video making fun of games journalists, is my understanding, called How to Be a Good Game Reviewer. It came out one day ago and it was on trending. Fuck, marry, kill, Dunkey, Coffeezilla, House MD. Good question. I would... I think you got to fuck House, right? Although he's fictional, so really you should kill him. I'm gonna say Hugh Laurie's got those blue eyes, bro. Probably I will kill House MD, I guess, since he is fictional. I will marry Coffeezilla. It feels like he'd be a provider. You know, he wouldn't let us get scammed. He'll treat us right. And then I'll fuck the hell out of Dunkey. I think that's good. I think that's good. Kill House, fuck Dunkey, marry Coffeezilla. I think that's the right answer. I think it's the classy answer. Because he goes big mode, you know what I'm saying? Let's watch this video. Let's see what he's got.
Welcome to IGN, kid. So you're our new reviewer, huh? I'll be your handler, Walter White. I'm going to show you how to do a good game review. Paulie, bring up that one stupid-ass one.
Immortals of Avium is an impressively confident first-person shooter.
They need to keep this guy on the reviews. 8 out of 10. Good thinking. He's an old pro. Now, Paulie, bring up one of our bad reviews that we like to do.
Monotonous micromanagement, a poor interface, and by-the-numbers combat.
This game scored a 75 out of 100 rating for PS5 on Metacritic from the critics. Seems pretty decent, unlike this review. 4 out of 10. Fucking amateur. I remember this kid. He was nice. Quit the next day. Paulie, get this shit show off the screen. Put on our Baldur's Cape review.
Baldur's Gate 3 is just about everything I could have asked for.
Oh boy, IGN really made a comeback. 10 out of 10. Good thinking.
The shallow number of samey maps can get monotonous pretty quickly.
This game looks like shit. No way this dude has played other horror asymmetricals.
Okay, I'm seeing there's a larger point here, which is that people, which I notice as a fucking content creator, which is that people never, ever, ever want to be told that something they like could be disliked by someone else. They never want to hear it. They simply do not. Okay? Just entertaining the thought that someone else might have a different opinion on a piece of media they enjoy infuriates them. It riles them up. It gets them blood boiling. So you're incentivized to say you like everything, but then you're not being honest. Atrioc, pay attention to this video, do the tips. All right, let's see.
Understands the genre.
If you've played any asymmetrical horror game, be that Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th, Evil Dead, or Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed,
Travis Northup needs to apologize for his reviews big time.
Dave the Diver never stopped surprising me. Easily one of the best games I've played this year so far.
Great review. Might pick it up. Thanks, IGN.
Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life doesn't offend, but it sure doesn't impress either.
It's supposed to feel dated. Love this game.
Final Fantasy 16 really impressed me.
Great review. Fair points were made.
Diablo 4 is completely awesome to behold.
Agreed for once. 9 is an accurate rating. Great game for sure.
Octopath Traveler 2 is another good old-fashioned 80-hour JRPG.
7 is a piss-poor score for this. It deserves an 8 at minimum. This guy was all over the place with his review.
Honkai Star Rail is the best free-to-play game of the year so far.
Amazing review. Amazing game.
This is a sadly lackluster follow-up to Modern Warfare 2019's refined take on a Call of Duty campaign.
6 out of 10. IGN died long ago.
Make you feel like Spider-Man?
Jesus, give this man a raise or something, and keep adding more people passionate like him for video game reviews.
But if you haven't already played it on Wii, the deluxe version is the ideal way to see what a traditional Kirby game is all about.
Another IGN reviewer that doesn't understand the Kirby series.
This is Ragnar, and he is my large adult demon son.
Wow, that was actually an amazing review. I'll take my hat off and admit it.
Sometimes nostalgia makes things from the past seem better than they actually are.
I've learned over the years not to trust IGN.
I like that game. Fuck you, IGN. That's not a 6 out of 10. The game was really fun. It actually brought back all the great levels in a bright, colorful way. It was actually fun as hell. And it had all-night multiplayer for me and Linkus. What the fuck are you talking about, you dipshit?
IGN, if you want a real review, go over to GameSpot.
The way he leaps off of rooftops and flips backwards to face the camera before falling into a headfirst dive is just full of the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. It gives me goosebumps every time he does it.
It's Metroid. I love those games.
That was the best IGN review I've seen in a decade.
That was the whitest sentence I ever heard. It was like, Spider-Man does that white or black, bro. That's a Spider-Man thing. Why does it have to be...
He's hoping that Sega can show some better judgment in the series' future.
Here's a hint.
I gotta pull my nose. It's not Coke. Guys, you're seeing me live blow my nose. I'm not. Do you see me inhaling Coke? I'm blowing out of my nose. It's in the tissue. I lace all the tissues with cocaine so that I can pretend to blow my nose, but really, fuck, you figured me out. You figured me out. Yep. No, you guys are truly the detectives on Reddit. Okay.
It helps when you get a reviewer that actually wants to play the game they're reviewing, like me.
Cyberpunk 2077's impressively flexible design makes it a
they give it a
truly
9 on release.
remarkable RPG.
Great review. I'm sure the patches will fix everything. Best to wait a few weeks to play.
Shenmue 3, in all its oddity, exists.
You're criticizing the game. This is not a proper review.
While there are some mischaracterization opportunities, Age of Calamity remains a blast from start to finish.
IGN finally gives a fair and great review. Super hyped to pick this game up tomorrow.
But while it may not be the most stylish or polished, its rugged and brutal look at the muddy business of Scandinavian expansion is as memorable and dense as an Assassin's Creed has ever been.
Thank you for making a non-biased review. Best review I have seen. Many others are obviously haters of Ubisoft.
But there aren't enough interesting weapons to keep the battles from getting dull.
This guy has obviously never played a serious Sam game in his life.
Pikmin 4 is an absolute failure of a Pikmin game, and an insult to the masterpieces that came before it.
Really enjoyed this review. It was clear the reviewer had great in-depth knowledge. And
Saints Row the third? More like this is the third time I've reviewed Saints Row 3.
Guys, ignore this review.
But the impressive graphical overhaul and welcome
was a terrible
quality
start
life
to a review,
improvements
though.
make this the best version of Xenoblade Chronicles we've ever had.
This is actually such a terrible review. Did you even play the game's main story? You spoiled one of the biggest plot points in this game that reflects your endgame gear or whatever. You mispronounced names of major characters that you
Mind-bogglingly cool and an absolutely unparalleled
10
way
out of
to
10?
virtually explore.
For
our
what?
world.
This review was phenomenal. We need more reviews like this, IGN. Give this man a
I mean, this
rating.
explains why. I mean, IGN has the reputation of always giving like 8 out of 10 plus. They're just giving the audience what they want, bro.
But those few bright spots aren't enough to bring Battle for Bikini Bottom's passable but simplistic gameplay up to the standard of a 2020 platform.
Wow, you fuck.
This is why gamers should review games, not journalists.
Kingdom Hearts 3's Remind DLC is oddly jumbled.
Trash! Fire this guy!
This is literally the worst review I've ever seen. They should have got a fan of the series to review this.
That said, I'm impressed by how much Square Enix has stuck the landing for one of my favorite long-running series. And that's why it's so exciting to see that Kingdom Hearts 3 is as full of heart as it ever has been.
Great job, Jonathan. Honestly, I don't know who else could have done this review besides you.
All right, Dunkey. I get it. The key to being a good game reviewer is to talk about how great it is. I get it. I remember, I'm trying to think of like a controversial take I had. I said I didn't like the first Dune movie with Timothée Chalamet. And you guys right now, there's people right now. I just thought it was overrated. I didn't think it was bad. And also, I will fully admit that I did not watch it in IMAX 3D. I watched it on Stan's fucking Nokia phone at his house, 50 miles from the couch, tiny. But I didn't like it. And I remember I said that, and I got fucking heat for like a month. People are pissed, bro. So I've been on this side of the fucking saying something publicly about a beloved thing. All right, Dunkey was good. Let's watch Coffeezilla now, though. The Coughster, as he likes to be called. Because apparently he has exposed a massive podcast scam. This is like his best performing video in a minute. This thing's crushing.
$4 million.
2.9 million views in a day. This is like dream numbers on a fucking Minecraft manhunt. This is the Theo Von scam. Yeah, I want to see it. Let's see.
$4 million was stolen from these podcasters, and I decided to investigate. I found the man responsible, but before we confront him, let's go back to where it all started, when Theo Von, a comedian, released this.
Our podcast was defrauded. We were stolen from the company.
This was such a based video. It was cool of him to do it. It was cool of him to not pull punches. Because obviously there's like lawsuit implications. Like he could absolutely, if he wasn't rock solid on it, it could lead to a lot of trouble and hassle in court for him and his team. And he just did it. It was cool. And also like, yeah, he's rarely serious. Again, I've only seen mostly clips. I haven't watched like a lot of his podcasts, but I've seen a lot of his clips. And I was just impressed. It was cool. And the fact that he didn't let the guy weasel away. He like named the guy consistently, which again makes it more likely he could get in legal trouble. Like you can be sued for defamation or whatever. But he did it, and like it started a wave of other people coming out and saying the truth. So it was cool.
That did it is Cast Media, and the man that did it is Colin Thompson. In total, I've just between talking with folks, there's up to $4 million that I know of. We're in the 6 figures. I know of podcasts that are in the 7 figures.
Now, when I saw this, I had the same 2 questions on my mind as you do. 1, who is Colin Thompson? And 2, y'all are making 6 to 7 figures doing podcasts? I'm in the wrong line of work. I make like 4 figures here in the $10 million studio. Barely keep the lights on, okay? So I went to do some research, figure out,
Are you joking? Because you definitely make way more than that. It's a $3 million view in one day video. That thing's printing money, bro. Straight cat. Coffeezilla exposed, dude. I'm making a Coffeezilla exposed. I'm making exposing a fucking scam.
Know how these people are making all this money and also how they got robbed. And what I found out was that this company that stole the $4 million was a podcast network called Cast Media.
Cast Media.
Podcast network
He's
being
joking.
a fancy name for saying they represent podcasts to find sponsors. All that stuff you violently skip with the fast forward 15-second button. Yeah, those guys. And Cast Media would basically work with them as a middleman. They would take some money, give the podcasters the read, and then give the money. Of course, taking a cut for themselves. Now, that is simplifying it a bit, and we'll go into the details more later. But what you need to know is that Cast Media hadn't been paying their talent on time. And what started as being late for maybe a month had turned into 7, 8, 9 months late on paying until one day
That's
Cast
crazy.
Media and their CEO, Colin Thompson, says, hey, we're probably going to go into bankruptcy, which means you get nothing unless you take a special deal with another podcast network called Podcast One. Now, who's Podcast One? Well, it's an even bigger network, and they basically say, hey, we'll acquire you, pay off what you're owed, if you sign a new deal with new terms with us. If you do, you'll get back some of the money you're owed now, some of the money you're owed over 2 years, and you'll also get stock
That's so
in our
fucking
company.
scummy.
But what stock? Well,
when you get a read, you already signed a contract. They should just pay you the cash that you're owed. Legally, they're required to. It's not... They can't hold it back and then give you a fucking ultimatum at the end. They just have to pay you.
Podcast Network stock, a company that wasn't public yet, but as of this video now is, and is down almost 50%. Now, if you took that stock in 2 years, you could sell it. How much it's worth at that point is dubious.
Zero.
Now, Podcast One would say they were just trying to help.
Bro, it's like when they paid Snoop Dogg in FaZe stock. And the second he found out it was cratering, he quit. He wore a fucking FaZe chain at the Super Bowl, and then like 1 month later, he was out. They bamboozled him.
Their debt, so it's a great deal. Now, the more cynical view of this is that it's kind of strong-arming creators. You either take the deal or you'll never get what you're paid. I mean, podcasters like Jim Cornette were literally told, in the event that Cast is unable to close the Podcast One asset sale, it will likely declare bankruptcy. So take the deal or lose everything you're owed. And to make things stranger, Podcast One was paying Cast Media in stock for every podcaster that took the deal. So if you agreed and wanted the money you were owed, you're kind of bailing out the company that got you into this mess. So obviously some people didn't like that deal. Although understandably, others did and took the deal. And look, I'm not here to litigate whether those Podcast One deals are good or bad. Frankly, it's not the point of this video.
They're terrible. It doesn't matter.
All cleanups are going to be messy. What I did want to know, though, is how did that $4 million go missing in the first place?
Yeah.
And to try to find out, I began to reach out to everyone.
The thing is, he's going to explain it, and I don't want to jump ahead, but like, there's no way other than fraud or mismanagement that the money can go missing. Because I've done that. We've done middleman ad deals for things, and you get the money from the brand. All you have to do is give 90% of it to the client. Right then, you get it and you give. There should be no. The only way for that to happen is for you to steal it. No, I haven't done fraud, but I've done ad deals. You know what I'm saying? I've done ad deals. Yeah, because streamers and content creators don't want to do their own ad deals because they're lazy, which makes sense because they have to answer emails and they have to figure out what they want to do. So it makes sense for there to be a middleman who organizes it all, finds the right thing, finds a date for the ad read, puts it in. And they get, industry standard, 10%. That's what they do. If you get more than that, you're basically committing fraud. I mean, it's like one of those weird, was it Tfue? Had his fucking 80... yeah, so that's what happens. Our marketing Monday on middlemen would be a good topic. Dude, half the economy's middlemen. That would be such a broad subject. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and also, we'll talk about it. We'll get to it later.
Starting with Colin Thompson
teams.
to ask for his side of the story. You're being accused of basically stealing $4 million. Your clients say you defrauded them. What's your side of the story?
Yeah, I appreciate you reaching out. I wanted to talk with you because I appreciate the work that you do.
Okay, great.
I appreciate your journalistic integrity, and I know that you're going to tell a fair story. Cast is sort of the dream of the vision of independence, free speech, not bound by sort of corporate norms, the ability and the backbone to support visionary, talented.
Bro, he's already waffling. Answer the 4 million. The thing is, like, it's such a simple question because the money, it's not like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I tell you I'm going to start a car company, invest in me and I'm going to build a super cool car. And then I try to build it and it sucks. That's just a bad investment. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? That happens. Or like if your friend goes, I'm going to start a restaurant. It's going to be so sick. We're going to have the sickest restaurant. It's going to be we're going to mix apple pie with fucking fish. And it's going to be fish apple pie. It's going to be great. And you think that's dope. I'm going to invest. And then it doesn't sell and it does badly. That's a bad investment. That's not fraud. People think of that as fraud sometimes. It's not. That's just you made a bad decision. You invested in something that didn't work. The market didn't like it. And you both lost money. But that's not fraud. They didn't cheat you. But this case, everyone got paid. You just took the money that they didn't belong to you. And that's there's no real getting around that. And I want to see how he weasels his way around that because it doesn't make sense.
Unique, independent voices, people like Theo Von. Cast perspective was independence is the product. There were plenty of times where, we believed in a show. It ran into trouble. Maybe it was canceled in one way or another and canceled, quote unquote. And we stood by our creators, right? Continue to support them through that time, when maybe a more corporate organization wouldn't. We weathered the storm together. We believe truly.
Okay, well, what does that have to do with?
Was unique and special about Cast, and my heart and soul is still in that vision. I'm a musician originally, and I got into this because I wanted to support shows that were bucking the trend, going against the grain, but unique and important to the broader dialogue.
But where's the 4 million? I mean, yeah, I hear you. Everybody's got a grand vision, but the grand vision, when we get to this point, everyone wants to know where the money is, not what the vision is.
Sure. We built an infrastructure at Cast that I was and am tremendously proud of. I believe that over the years, we generated better revenue for creators, paid them out more than other podcasts would necessarily be able to because we invested heavily in an infrastructure, took an individualized approach.
What?
Anecdotally.
But you're saying you pay out more, but I mean, clearly that's.
He just said anecdotally, but he's just yapping.
Kind of not true, right?
Wait, but you asked for my story. Do you mind if I just tell the story? We're getting to the financial difficulties.
Sure.
Our vision, it really worked. Creators benefited, made a lot more money than they would have. And many creators do have more money in their pocket now because of that. However, during the period from February 2022 until February 2023, our unit economics changed drastically. Our revenue per download, which is an important metric for analyzing sales performance, free from content performance considerations, dropped by 58%. In other words, over the course of those 12 months, the revenue that we could generate on one download moved down by 58%,
Okay. That took 3 minutes to get to a real answer. And I've got to be honest, this whole conversation was about that painful. Talking to somebody who owes creators millions.
I'm sorry, that still doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I'm saying? That still doesn't, because it's really simple. It's like, you go to Doritos and they give you $40,000 for an ad read. If that number goes down to 20,000, whatever it is, you just give 90% of it to the creator. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if your revenue's down, it's not all in one bucket.
And he's telling you how he got them paid so much money is a little frustrating. But setting that aside, the central claim of Colin is that all of this happened because revenues dropped in 2022 and he just couldn't pay people on time. But as I spoke to people about Colin, I realized late payments weren't a new thing at all. People told me that was always the case. Okay, you joined them in 2018.
2018.
Yeah. So when did you start getting late payments? Basically, like they didn't come when they said they were going to come. And when did you stop getting full payments?
Right away. I can answer that right away. That was right before, from the first check we were supposed to get. It didn't arrive when he said
it was never on time. So it wasn't unusual if it was like a month late, a month and a half late, and then when it goes from a month late to 2 months late to 3 months late, and then I would say, hey, where's the deposit at? I go, yep, they're trying to figure out, man. He says he has this whatever investment coming, you're gonna get this huge lump sum of money. So then didn't come, then you're looking at, now you're looking at 4 months, like, where's the money? Then you're looking at 6 months, like, okay, man, where the hell is our money?
6 months is fucking insane.
Yes, that's a huge problem. Of course, up till 2023, money had slowly started coming in, so people were letting it slide. But as these balances built up over time, eventually Brendan and Brian realized they were owed $400,000 on The Fighter and the Kid and upwards of $1.6 million across all their shows.
That's crazy.
Now remember, Brian is just informed about Fire and the Kid. I have to manage Thick Boy, Golden Hour, the other shows that are owed money. So Brian's like, can you believe this? I'm like, yeah, that $400,000 is terrible. Try 1.6 mil, bro.
Right.
Wow, 1.6 million. What are we doing here? Now, I should be clear, Colin denies that there were these payment issues before 2022. Your Talent says they stopped getting paid as early as 2021, and they had issues
I'm glad
and delays
he found that out before. That's
well before 2022.
No, I'm not aware of any difficulties before the end of 2022, the beginning of 2023.
Okay, well,
then I talked to his business.
I don't care if you're not aware, bro.
Changed. He told me accounting was always a nightmare.
My name is Dustin Knaus. I was Colin's business partner, as you would introduce me, and VP of Production and Creative Development with Cast Media.
One of the things Colin said is he was not aware of any accounting issues, early on. Is that true? Did you guys hear from Talent about, because every Talent I talked to said they were constantly complaining about accounting.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone from the beginning had complained about how long it took to get paid. The managers
why didn't they
constantly
leave, bro?
step in. I think all of his accounting was done through Google Sheets, basically, and it was just him. But he would never let me see everything. He wouldn't actually let me see what was coming in and what was going out.
This is like some Sam Bankman-Fried level fraud, bro. Just put it all in Google Sheets. We'll figure it out.
And I was like, well, I kind of need to get a whole picture. And he just wouldn't share it.
Oh, that is a red flag.
Yeah.
And it also lines up exactly with what I heard from a lot of the creators. The accounting was always weird. People had to chase it down, and the numbers were a little screwy. It led them to distrust what they were getting from Colin.
I can tell you, us personally, what we estimate we are owed is what they told us they owed us, plus whatever we think they still kept billing for after that date. Plus, we don't know truly what the accounting is because they stopped supplying accounting, and at one point
So I want to say I didn't understand this fraud when I first heard about it. I didn't know it was them like literally saying, "Hey, we got $100,000 deal. You're owed $90,000. We're taking a 10%, and then just don't pay." That's such a simple level of fraud. That's insane. Just taking the money and not paying it out. That's crazy. That's. But what I wanted to bring up is what esports teams do all the time to players, which is they get a deal for $100,000 and they tell the player a lie. They say the deal's for $15,000 or $20,000, and they keep the difference because the players are usually young and inexperienced. They just lie. Oh, there's ads. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Match. Anyway, I'll tell a story. So yeah, they just lie. And this is way more, or at least was way more common in the early days. All these like fraud middlemen would just shave the numbers down. Do you have a Twitch representation? Well, actually, same thing happens, I think, sometimes to me. Legitimately. Is like, I'll get offered, I don't take these deals no matter what, but I'll get offered deals from like random emails that see my business email on YouTube. And they're like middlemen who are chasing deals for like Honkai Star Rail and Raid Shadow Legends and Genshin Impact. And they will send me, and they'll be like, hey, I got a great opportunity for your growing YouTube channel for you to play Genshin Impact or something. And it'll be and the pay will be like, you know, whatever number they pick. But what my estimation is that they are finding the source deal from a reputable agency and then just finding people to fill in and taking a fat cut themselves. Like it's not directly coming from Genshin Impact or even their agency. It's coming from a random person who is pretending to be a YouTube collector and just getting the difference and seeing if they can sell me on it. Yeah, it's like a second middleman. Sorry, ad's almost over. 1 minute. So there's just a lot of fraud. With all of the middlemen involved in the creator economy and especially the esports, because esports players are even dumber and even younger, generally. There's so many people that are just taking fat cuts that they haven't done anything for. This is kind of what Machinima did. Again, it's not a scam. It's not a scam to handle a creator's ads or businesses or sponsor deals because creators are lazy. Esports players are lazy. They won't do it. They won't answer the email. They won't set it up. That's not crazy. The problem is when they take a bigger cut or when they lie and take more than 10%. That's the crazy part. All right, ads done in 15 seconds. So exactly like Machinima? I'm not sure what Machinima did. I don't know the Machinima story. But like there was all of those MCNs on YouTube that all basically died because they weren't useful. Like they helped the creators find ads and they would take a cut. But they ended up, first of all, a lot of them had fraud. A lot of them took more than the cut they should have taken. That's true. But then also they just weren't that necessary. Like most creators could do it on their own and make more money. And not give them a huge cut. So we're back. All right. Thanks for the primes.
The accountant sent me 2 different sets of numbers of what money I was supposed to get. So I don't trust their accounting.
I can't emphasize enough. I heard this complaint over and over, not just from Brian Last. Everyone was worried about the accounting. But a lot of people who spoke up were just anonymous because they were afraid of Colin suing them, which isn't surprising because Colin warned Brian, who started talking, quote, the ensuing damages if you were to cause this deal to unravel are within the region of $10 million to $20 million. Consider this a serious caution. It would lead to decisive legal action.
That's why what Theo Vaughn did is so base. To not only speak up about it, but speak up about the name Colin Thompson when like this guy's threatening lawsuits is based. It's like it's taking the risk on himself to let other people feel comfortable speaking up. That's why it's just a lot of people are afraid to do it. I mean, there's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of examples in esports, but there's just so many people that have been scammed and then kind of just keep quiet about it.
So basically, he was threatening people and people are scared. But I realized that these payment issues, accounting issues, they were all clues, sure, but not the whole story. To really understand how it could be that Cast fell apart, we need another piece of the puzzle, which is minimum guarantees. Remember, I told you earlier that I was simplifying podcast networks. So let's go into the deeper waters. The truth is, these deals vary wildly, and some of the bigger podcasters demand something called a minimum guarantee, where they aren't just paid a split of ads, they're paid a guaranteed minimum every month. And podcasters love this because it means they don't have to wait so long to get paid. According to Colin, though, this is how he fell behind.
They shouldn't have
we
to
had
wait.
months in there where our gross profit margins were, literally negative prior to any operating expenses. because the minimum guarantees that made economic sense when we made the deal were just completely underwater.
Basically, he overpaid. Cast made deals to bring people on in the first place, overpromised, and then couldn't pay. Even Colin's former business partner agreed with this, although he thinks some of the money went to Colin personally as well.
We've got Colin's
Definitely.
narrative as his business partner.
Definitely.
You look at this situation, 4 million missing. The big question on everyone's mind, where did the money go?
Well, I mean, I think there's a couple places that the money has gone. One is he built a custom house. He was known for going on big, crazy vacations.
I wonder where that.
He went to Hawaii multiple times in 2022 and was posting about it on his social media. There's not a question of was there money in that sense to be able to buy land and where a lot of celebrities go to escape. But aside from that, the other thing that he has done is essentially make constant minimum guarantees to new talent to try to entice them to join Cast Media. So saying, I'll give you a 1-year guaranteed $250,000, $500,000, whatever his guarantee is. Now, I've heard that even as soon as February of this year, he was offering multi-million-dollar minimum guarantees. So
at the same time, or he claims his revenues are way down.
I mean, that's really dumb because if their show isn't a hit and you can't sell ads on it, then you just lose money, and now you're stealing from other people's ads who are hits to pay these people, which is fraud. But this happened to Spotify recently when they spent like $1 billion to sign the Obamas and like Prince Harry and Meghan to do fucking Spotify pods. And the shit didn't get any, I don't think they even fulfilled the full thing. They made like a couple pods. They didn't, they spent like a ridiculous amount of money. And, but it was like for podcast deals, not like Obama on his own podcast. It was like the Obama network pitching new ideas for podcasts and setting them up. And so they made a bunch of podcasts that didn't have Obama in them. And it turns out nobody wanted to watch it. And they lost a lot of money. It was like a really bad deal. I actually wanted to do a video like going deeper into it. It's like Spotify made some really dumb podcast deals when they were trying to get into podcasts in 2021. Can you start getting minimum guarantees to chatters? Yes, guaranteed.
He's offering multi-million-dollar minimum guarantees for talent.
Yes, yeah. So, his priority is trying to keep the new talent happy for a while, with essentially his whole goal of selling Cast to make big money in the end.
It's a shell game to try and...
Yeah, I would say that honestly, most of the money probably went to the minimum guarantees of other talent instead of to the people that it was supposed to go to.
Right.
Wow. That might be the closest thing we have to a coherent answer on what happened to Cast Media. Although our story doesn't stop there because obviously that's a pretty big accusation that some of the money may have gone to a house. So I decided to look into that and found that Colin Thompson indeed bought a $1.7 million house the same year as his financial troubles. And I also found out that right about the time he was talking about declaring bankruptcy, he moved that house into a trust where the trustee was a Wyoming LLC he set up, which from where I stood looked a lot like hiding assets from a bankruptcy right before a bankruptcy. But when I confronted Colin about this, he said, I had things completely backwards. The truth is he was hiding his property for a totally different reason, a very sympathetic reason.
We anonymized our address because we were getting threats in the last 30 days. There's been, there's been nothing untoward.
I think you can see though how other people might see it another way, where it looks like you're trying to shield it by hiding it from a personal name into a trust owned by an LLC. I mean, I'm in a very favorable state.
I assume you listen to the Jim Cornette episodes where they specify where I live. right? I assume you listen to the Jim Cornette episodes where they specifically call out where I live.
The thing is, I'm going to take a stance here. This guy was not famous before this, but like it's not uncommon for like streamers do this. They put their house in a trust so that you can't find their address. So it's not crazy for him to say that as an excuse. Also, I don't think a bankruptcy court would have trouble finding his house shifted under an LLC if Coffeezilla did it. So maybe this is fine. The real issue is that he bought the house with other people's money. It's not his money. He took money from podcasters that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's crazy that he might have
concerned. We were getting threats.
When I heard this, I was pretty alarmed, and I totally understood his fears, so I went to go ahead and look for the episode where Jim Cornette apparently specifically called out where he lived, but it wasn't there.
Oh, shit.
Actually, Jim Cornette never mentions a specific address, but a general area. But way more damning for Colin's story is the fact that that episode came out in July, but Colin formed his LLC for moving the house in June. Before these threats ever happened, he's creating this shell company. So I found it very hard to believe. I pointed this out to Colin, and he said this, quote, "They revealed general details, and I anticipated the possibility of this happening. Brian threatened it very specifically in my original email exchange with him back in May. So I got a hold of those emails. There was no threat in them. Instead, Brian said things like, consider this a serious caution. We're going to make sure to endlessly let all listeners know with great detail that Colin Thompson of Podcast One stole our money because he doesn't know how to run a business." Which is sort of true. This guy doesn't know how to run a business. So I became increasingly convinced, maybe, just maybe, Colin might be lying to me about why he hid his house in a trust with a Wyoming LLC trustee. Okay, I know this is a bit inside baseball right now, but it's important because I think it reveals intentions. Because I then looked up the website he used to create the LLC. And the website tagline for Colin's LLC is, quote, "Asset protection is our only focus." So, you know, want to hide your house? Wrong company. Not their focus. Asset protection? That's your guy. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised that he tried to say this wasn't the case. So I sent a screenshot of that to Colin saying, hey, you're obviously hiding assets in this company that specializes in asset protection planning, where the other tagline, by the way, is creditors will be forced into a better settlement or to dismiss the case altogether. And when I sent that to Colin, he responded, quote, "I can't speak to what's written as marketing material on a website. I didn't write it." Come on, bro. We got you, okay? I can't go show up at an asset protection only store and say, hey, I was just looking for a little anonymity. You know, that's not being honest. And look, I don't know how dumb this guy thinks we are, but in my opinion, what happened is pretty simple. I think Colin bought a $1.7 million house the same year as he had trouble paying people. I think his accounting was always sketchy. I think he overpromised people money to attract new talent. And I think in the end, he tried to sell it all to a bigger company and force these podcasters into raw deals. And worst of all, this is not a new story. Colin is not unique. Actually, the main reason I took this case is because we've all seen this story play out before. Sleazy business guy screws over artist or musician or podcaster. Look, to be honest, I wanted to find out how it happened, but I also wanted to find out how we can learn to prevent it in the future. Because to be honest, I'm as much in this media landscape as these guys. And I think the answer starts with how you get involved. How did Colin find and sign all these celebs? Well, the truth is, some people were introduced. Theo Von was introduced by Brendan Schaub. But I asked Brian and Brendan how they got involved. And their answer struck me as part of the problem. Was he just offering better deals than everyone else?
No. It's word of mouth. It's because what happens is they go, who is your agency? We don't know. Nobody, like, we're not interacting with these people all the time. What happens is it's like, if there's an agency that this person is with and this person is with, you know, we go, do you make money? Yeah. All right. Can you hook me up? And then.
Especially when comics are talking like, man, this guy's killing it for us, man. Yeah. I made 1.6 million this year. And like, damn, that's more than I made. Who you think you would take me on? Then it becomes this like snowball effect.
Yeah, it's all like
then everybody's there.
Yeah.
Social proof.
This is the issue. And look, it's not to absolve Colin. It's not to put any blame on anyone who got screwed over here. But the truth is, people are always led around with these dollar amounts. Oh, you made this.
But what's crazy is like, again, not anybody's fault. This guy's a scammer. But like, if you don't get paid the first time for 4 months, I mean, leave. If your podcast is getting viewers and someone's not paying you or shady, just go. There's a million people beating down your door. Like, there's so many agencies that just want successful podcasts. If you can go elsewhere and make, it's crazy they thought like this is their only place.
This much.
But that's for people that aren't in the 1 year minimum guarantee and all that. That's where you get locked in, and then it sucks. Yeah, the minimum guarantees are interesting. I hadn't heard about that because it's just like, it's dumb. It's just dumb business to offer a minimum guarantee because like if the show, I don't know, it's just dumb.
No, that's how they get you in these bad contracts. And then they don't pay you and you're left chasing a Wyoming LLC to nowhere. So this isn't just about these podcasters. It's everywhere. It's about 360 deals in music, MCNs with YouTubers, and just honestly business people begging you to let them control your money and then you getting scraps. It's as disgusting as it is common, and I really hope that any aspiring people in media learn from these mistakes and scams and realize you don't need these middleman people most of the time. But more than that, do not trust people with your business who promise you the world. In fact, usually that's the worst red flag. Oh, you're going to make all the money. Just sign here. It's a trap. And you never know what's in the fine print until you read it. Just ask Dylan Dennis.
Where's the robot? I thought he's going to be a sidekick now. Music industry? Oh, man. Yeah, music industry's been doing this for longer than anyone else. I mean, the formula is young, extremely talented entertainer of some sort who knows nothing about the business side. And then they just get signed into deals where all of the upside from what they're making is getting stolen. I mean, basically every artist before recently. I mean, until like, I don't know, until the 2000s maybe, almost every artist has been fucking locked into terrible recording industry deals where they didn't even own their own masters. They don't own their own, songs. They have to tour for money. They get paychecks from the labels. They're locked in like 7 album deals. And yeah, all of the extra money gets made by the label. Still now? Yeah, still now, but not for the big guys. The big guys have figured out and got, I mean, like Taylor Swift is out of it now. She, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's out of it. He owns his own masters. A lot of people that are coming up right now also have learned enough that they either go independent and use social media to get big. I mean, the point of the label is to promote you, really. That's all they do, is like they promote you and help get you. But like, people don't need that anymore. The point of a label is so much less valuable. Oh, K-pop. Yeah, true. K-pop's huge for this. K-pop still does this in a major way. K-pop, well, yeah, I mean, K-pop does it where they like, you make these groups with like 15 people in them and they treat everybody as replaceable and they sign them into fucking lifelong deals before they even start training them. They train them from like a young age and then they own them. Yeah, they completely, and they don't pay them nearly what they're worth, what they are worth if they get big. Are there laws protecting against these predatory contracts? I don't know. I mean, depends on how predatory, but in general, no. If you sign a bad contract, you sign a bad contract. So they get you. By the time the contracts get renewed, yeah, like they sign them in like 7-year deals, my understanding. And then by the time the group gets famous, has a period of fame, and then loses relevancy is 7 years. So by the time they renew their contract, like it doesn't matter. Like all of their peak earning years have been stolen. And then if they're still famous, they could get a good deal. But like, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's 3 minutes till House. I'm going to run an ad so we don't get it during House. It is now time for the end of night House MD new season. Did you see the Taliban tourism tweet? No, you want to link me? Imagine sports players signing 7-year deals as rookies. Yeah, that's crazy. Although they kind of do that. Not 7 years, but like, aren't rookie contracts kind of fucked? They're locked into a certain number of years at really low. Baseball's locked in for 6. Yeah, it's crazy. And like in a sport where you could get injured on year 5 or whatever, or it's like you have to survive all of those years and still be good to make real money. To make like the NFL is usually 4 and it ain't low. That's crazy. And like the average career length in the NFL is only like, I think it's 3 years. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Average career length NFL. It's 3.3 years. So like the average player gets a rookie contract, gets fucked on it, and is burned out of the game before their contract is up. They don't get. It's 2 if you take out Tom Brady. Tom Brady brought the whole average up, bro, with a fucking 900-year career. Yeah, I guess you're right. What's this? Taliban Public Relations Department? This is not real. This is not real. I mean, that's 2 underscores, but it's fake. All right. I'm going to run that, and we're going to watch House. So get ready. Get snacks. Go get some. Did you see John Cena on the Rock on WWE? I heard about it. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like a pretty dope thing. Everyone go get snacks, go get drinks. We're going to watch another episode of House MD in the Battle Royale season, which has been heating up. I think we're narrowed down to like fucking 5-6 candidates left. So I'm excited to see who else picks. Episode 5, October 2007, Mirror Mirror. All right. I'm grabbing snacks. Bro, that feeling when you wish you have snacks, but all you have is 6 cans of liquid death and no more candy. Hello, dog. Ba-ba-da. Shooby-doo-ba-boo. Ba-da-ba-ba. We got 40 seconds left. Who's got a funny story? What happened today? Did anything actually funny happen today? I'm not doing cocaine. I got banned on Hinge. Why? What did you do on Hinge to get banned? I'm not. I lost my job after oversleeping. It's not really funny. Kind of sad. But at least you got that good snooze, you know? Some guy's loving it. Some guy all caps ha 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 at that. Your pain is his pleasure. You didn't have a good excuse? Or do you do it all the time? I feel like you oversleep once. What? You pull out an excuse. Two of my managers called and asked if I died today. Bro, this whole phenomenon of having so many different managers I haven't really experienced it. And it sounds miserable. You know what I'm saying? It sounds really miserable to have so many different bosses because it just feels very annoying. It feels very, very, one manager's already tough because you have to kind of like adapt to their personality quirks and what they like and dislike. And that's just the way it is. Like you gotta adapt to your manager. And that's how it's always been. That's how it's going to be. But having multiples is so annoying because I can't. You have 5,000 bosses right now? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, I hope you guys are pleased with my performance today, sir. I'll go back to work. Yep, you got it. Sorry, I just having my lunch break. A single rice snack. Is that okay? Sorry. I've been working so hard. I wanted to get a little bit of food. No. Okay. No, sorry. You're pushing it. Nope, you're on the clock. All right. Let's watch a little House MD. Unless there's anything else about multiple managers we want to say, because I think it's interesting. But I do think it sucks. Is there any benefit to it? Wait, one more thing before I continue. Is there any benefit to multiple managers? I guess you could kind of like, can't you like play it off each other? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can pull the same lie multiple times. Yeah. And there's a better chance that one of them will be the good manager, right? Yeah, you're saying that. So you could like use that to get, you know who to talk to for days off. It's like when you ask one parent when you know the other one will say no. Yeah, the mom and dad dynamic. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Both my managers are chill, but I work on a 5-person team. Yeah, my understanding is, why does a 5-person team need 2 managers? That's what's crazy. That's what I don't get the system. I don't get why it works. Anyway, all right, good to know. My 8-person team has 8 managers. It's just, you just need more people on the team doing the work. That'll get things. Everyone will be happier if there's like more work distributed among more workers than more managers. When I worked at a trading firm, I had 2 managers and I was the only employee. 3 managers. You had 3 managers and you were the only employee. That's a bad system. That's a bad system. That is just 3 people wasting all your time. You don't have enough hours in the day to accomplish their tasks. That's funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, House MD. Let's change the title. House MD Nights. Get cozy. I'm gonna turn the lights off, actually. Get cozy. Look at that. I'm cozy. I'm feeling good. I got a dude. I don't like rice cakes. They're not a very good snack. But Ari bought me these as when she went away for the weekend. Because like I get snack cravings. And it's like better than me getting the hankering and ordering Uber Eats fucking candy and But it's like this is not that good. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not a great snack, and I have to just fucking eat them. Put butter on it. Butter? All right. Peanut butter is good with these. All right. Well, I'll try it, I guess. I don't have it on me, but all right, house.